All right.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We're back. Slightly reduced tonight. Press forward. Who needs a
Yes, we
fighter
should.
anyway?
Uh,
Oh, everyone looks around. Everyone has like
I mean,
cloth armor.
let's be honest. If we all took a step away, so there's her and there's us, it's about 50-50 of the party power.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
If
just
Yeah.
come back and we're dead, and she's like, "What happened?" Like I called for a day and everyone's dead.
It happened.
There's just there's 3 other fighters waiting.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Yes, everyone has reach and trip.
Yeah.
The cousins arrived.
Yes, the triplets. Everyone
The
has
cousins for Johnny.
everyone has shields and whips, and we just whip our way through the entire dungeon.
Everyone seems to have a pike for some reason.
The first magical trap kills everyone.
I can just whip it. It's fine. Whip the
We
trap.
just scream, whip each other to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Form Tetsudo and just walk down the corridors.
It turns out
locked.
there's no shortage of fighters in Atari.
Oh yeah.
Just keep going.
Just coming back.
We take a step, throw a javelin as far as we can,
Mhm.
take a step, do another one, and we just keep doing it with enough javelins that we can pick it up from the ground and
Yeah.
throw it again,
Yeah.
and then sort of constantly
Yeah.
have
It's like the Viking ship thing, but javelins.
yeah like a continuous wall of javelin.
Have a cart behind us with javelins on that we can use.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, you just take a one, you throw it 30 feet. When you've
Well,
moved 30 feet, you pick that one up again. And
Sure.
So really, you only need like 16 or something.
Each.
Only.
Yeah.
I mean, little porcupines just bristling in all directions.
All right.
Alright, let's start, shall we? Yeah, Seraph is not here today, but we'll press on. Likely have some downtime to handle anyways.
We do.
We do.
How about one of you give me a recap? Just a quick one.
Well, I can do it. What's this? Message. Yeah. So last time on Abomination Vaults, we the party pressed on quite bravely into the furthest depths of madness of Gauntlet, I'm sure. We basically just kept exploring. Stumbled into a medical trap that wrecked us pretty hard. There was some crits that went around. That was bad business for everyone. After that, we sat down for an hour or two and just repaired and recuperated. Then we encountered the I won't say mites, but they're called Mitflits these days. The Mitflit King in his little throne room with a spider and his minions. On the floor was a battle map clearly indicating that he was planning to attack Otari. And while most of the party was distracting him with speech, Dancer managed to sneak back and then draw his bow, shoot and crit the king in the face, instantly killing him, and all the minions just scattering, screaming, and all over the place. So, kind of boosted by this incredible victory, we pressed on a bit too much, or a bit too eager, perhaps, as we opened a side door into a strange chapel. The chapel was filled with a weird frosty air. Up by the altar, there was strange stars that felt like they were looking down upon you in an odd way. And as Thorfinn stepped up to take a close look, these skeletons in a corner came alive and turned out to be goddamn world destroyers, effectively wiping the party. So bad that in the final throes of death, we would have to be saved by our dear friend, who have the name on. Rin.
Her name is Rin Savinsky.
Rin Savinsky. Who came to our aid despite her horrible claustrophobia and fear of angles. She got in there and wiped the floor with the skeletons and then basically saved us. We dragged ourselves broken and destroyed back to town to lick our wounds and try to find sort of a plan and our courage to go back in again. That was rough.
Yeah, she basically informed you that she was warned by the stars, which is very weird because it was daylight. Certainly upset. No, not upset. Yeah. It's certainly an ominous sign as far as she's concerned because she doesn't know exactly why that happened, other than of course DM feared and a way for me to prevent a TPK. But yeah, that was yesterday. Surely this day brings with it a much improved situation, except that Dancer felt horrible and went to the Dawnflower Library to get help, or at least have them figure out what's wrong with him.
Yep.
The head priestess, or head librarian even, of the Dawnflower Library, a chatty halfling by the name of Vandy Banderdash, looked him over. Basically said, "Yeah, I know this. This is flypox. It's bad, but it won't kill you. It's just it'll make you tired a lot." She could, of course, for a donation, use some of her spellcasting to help. But the thing is that she is hesitant because it's a large town. There's always someone sick. If she starts healing people, then she's going to get swamped. So she keeps her magic only for the most thoroughly desperate cases, which there are luckily few.
Alright.
So she did, for free, of course, identify the disease and suggested just bed rest for a bit and you'll be fine. We'll start the session basically the morning of the day, with Dancer just returning to the rowdy rockfish. Perhaps the rest of you enjoying a breakfast being prepared by Brelder here. One of those hearty dwarven breakfasts with plenty of meat and sausage. She'll pop the plate onto your table, and the day is yours.
There's a kind of a sullen demeanor to Thorfinn. They got thoroughly trounced within an inch of their life. And he's lived a life, but nothing as close to death as that. And so he's a little bit rattled, safe to say. However, he is determined to find a way to be better prepared. And so he kind of casts his gaze over everyone at the table, probably looking at Dancer, because Dancer looks a bit odd. And he'll straight out ask and say, what's wrong with you?
Dancer looks clammy and feverish, and he says, I believe that one of the flies infected with something, and I've come down with it. But not to worry, I have been to the Dawnflower Library, and the head priestess has told me that it will pass within a few days. I am taking some of my own medicine, and hopefully it will be over for a little bit, but I won't be in shape of heading out in the next couple of days at least.
Suppose then we have a few days. If we still want to go out again.
Yeah. Dancer sort of picks at the food a little bit. And might be he hasn't slept much with the sickness and whatnot. He looks quite warily over the party here. Looks to Thorfinn, looks to Rogar. Says that what happened there was very dangerous. We, by all accounts, we should have been dead.
I don't disagree. I would like to know more about what we encountered. That's probably what I'll do while we wait, at least for now.
Dancer nods and coughs slightly and says, "Yes, is that place? What was that chapel? What sort of odd deity does that infect? That light?" He sort of trails off, blinking a little bit. Then he pulls himself off and up and says, "Yes, more information should be good. Slightly more preparation. I did, however, just want to say that, well, thank you. Without you, I would have died there. All of you."
Well, I thank Rin more than me, but yes.
Rightly. I will have to speak with her. Well, I honestly first thought that she was a charlatan. But happened yesterday, I say I have reevaluated my opinion of her quite a bit.
What about you, Rogar?
Rogar, probably humming slightly to himself while drinking a mug of ale.
Breakfast ale.
Yeah.
It has an egg in it.
Oh,
floating.
oh, delicious.
Oh, all right. Oh, God.
Just a breakfast ale.
Yeah. That look of horror on Dancer's face.
Usually I wasn't exactly listening.
Oh,
She looks.
Dancer looks over to him, thinks a little bit, and says, "I just heartfeltly thanked you for saving my life. You weren't listening."
He gives Dancer sort of a slight smile, and I am. People usually don't thank me, but it's really nothing. I think any decent person would have done the same.
But smile and, well, humble as well as gracious. Well, I
As humble as a man can be when in such gracious company. It's raising the mug once more. And
like
see, Caden's wisdom is pretty easy. Just sort of be a generally pleasant person but enjoy the good things in life to an extent that doesn't stop others from doing the same. And, well, things will be better for it.
nods slightly as
Try not to think so deeply of things, worry so much. It's what they want. There in the dark swamp. But me sitting here enjoying something after what we experienced, well, I sort of take that as a bit of a front put against what they bring out in the world. Deny their darkness and enjoy something instead.
I see. I'm not quite familiar with that outlook, I have to say, but I think I understand the point of it. That said, Rogar, we were just discussing the close call with death we all had and what we want to do now. If we want to go back, brave that place again, we need to be more careful. We can't expect Rin to come to our rescue again.
Puts down his ale, you know. It's a little sigh. Says, yeah. Of course, you're right. That said, things did work out because of Rin. It was a close call.
Yes.
But we should also consider the good we did ourselves in being good to Rin in the past. Otherwise, she might not have come. So, I suppose, well, making more friends around town won't hurt any. Not that I've tried to do the opposite ever.
Who are actually in this town, Rogar? It looks over to Torfin as well. I am new here and I don't know the locals that much, if I am honest. Is there any in particular we should seek out, perhaps? Except Rin, of course.
I mean, Sheep, could I roll like a society roll for this?
Absolutely, you could.
It seems. Do you roll these or do I roll them? I forget again.
You just roll them. I
Okay.
think in the future we're just gonna have you roll dice because
All right.
it seems silly that I have to roll all the dice for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh, wow.
That's
Alright.
that's a cool dice. I like that color.
Oh, you see it? I changed it. Yeah.
How do I do
Yeah.
that?
I'll show you later.
Okay.
10. All right. What sort of answer are you looking for? Or what's your question here? People of note.
Yeah. In Atari specifically. I guess I should have done Atari lore. Oh well. Society this.
Well, most people in Otari are as influential as you would expect from people living in a fairly small frontier town. You'd think the most relevant people are probably the ones actually running the lumber trade, with one of those living in the large mansion to the west here, the Churtel Manor,
Oh.
which is the home of one of the
Capitalists.
three. Yeah, one of the three families who run the trade, basically. If anyone in the town has influence, probably one of them. There's the mayor, of course, too, but yeah, you don't really know what's going on politically.
Are
Nah, I
they
wasn't very much
rich?
interested.
Are they rich,
Well-
Sheep?
They are probably fairly wealthy as far as their home at least suggests.
Is there gold in the mansion?
Probably.
Good to know. Okay, so we have two. Are they rivals? Or are they working together?
Don't really know. Could give me another society.
No. I don't have
No.
society trained, I believe.
Uh,
One of the few I don't have.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't.
could I try a Atari lore?
I guess I can roll it untrained. Maybe I picked up something.
Sure, if you give me a different question that is not who are the power players in town, you can, of course, do another check.
Okay. That's a good question. Well, I think this is basic knowledge, but there is a library in the town, right? Like a
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Where is
Dawnflower
it?
Library is actually pretty massive. It is
Yes.
both a massive library in the southwest, as well as a temple mostly dedicated to Seren Ray, but also representing a few other gods, including Kaden, Kaelin.
Okay. Is access to the library like free or how do
Yeah.
I? Okay.
You can just go to the library.
I think yeah. Thorfinn will think to himself and say, I think figuring out what that presence was would be a good idea.
Odds. Yes, the temple was to some sort of deity I have never encountered or seen. Not that I'm the most studious.
Well, I suppose I am, but I had not seen it either.
Hmm.
In fact, I am sure I had never seen it, which is just as concerning.
Frowns.
Yeah.
What would that mean then, Master Rogar? Some sort of fiend or
Some sort of local cult, most likely. And local enough that I haven't encountered it in my time living here.
Scratches his
Well,
ear.
Or something from very far away. Something that thrives in the dark and hides hidden places. Though it could be some sort of swamp god, I suppose.
Well,
Just shrugs. I'm learned and consider the officially recognized religions in the inner sea region, but there are many of these cults.
Sir thoughtfully strokes his chin. Yes. It was a quite ostentatious chapel, as I recall it.
And
Built-
old.
And old, indeed. From the time of the Rose Guard and the Sorceress. I suspect she built it.
well, if there's
Okay.
anything left from that time, the library might have something. I will probably go today and check.
We all should. After all, we have the gods to thank for some things.
Before we go, Rogar, are you skilled in medicine?
He nods his up. I've done some before, but it's not my. Well, yes, I suppose I am.
Since we are likely to head back in there, as I understand it, might I ask if you have a healer's kit? Similar to what I have, in case the bandolier with all the tools and poultices and whatnot he has, like slung.
Rover gets a look into the middle distance and drinks deep from his mug. No, maybe part of it's still down there.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, then Dancer then gets up slightly and says, "Then, Master Rogar, allow me to purchase one for you. It seems crucial that our most skilled healer should have one of them."
I concur that statement.
Refuse a friend.
He also says, "I came upon the golden tooth of one of the skeletons destroyed. It should fetch enough to cover the cost."
A little
All
bit
right.
of fortune then.
Indeed.
I admit I didn't fall quite in a place where I could see the tooth.
Since it's a new day, sheep, or maybe is it 24 hours for identify?
Technically, yes, but New Day is fine.
I would like to try the thing that failed last time, and I have a feat for it now. I have quick identify.
Alright.
Should only take a minute instead of 10.
I like the
Sure.
I like the idea that Torfin now has a little travel lexicon with him for quick
Yeah.
notifications.
Oh, actually, no. This is crafting, so never mind. This
oops.
takes 10 minutes. So
Can quickly identify magic, and I know that this is not it.
it's not magic now.
Is magic? No.
Uh,
Good.
That is enough, though. It is a lesser elixir of comprehension.
Oh. Let's see. You don't understand any words you read, so long as they're written in common language. Okay. 1 minute duration. That might be useful today.
Some weird book.
It's a weird book, yeah. It's a minute though, so I have to read fast.
I mean that's really not enough time for a book. But
No.
Speed reader, Torfin.
But a passage, perhaps, if it's related to what we've seen,
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, if nothing else, maybe the dear Vandy, Vandy Bandadash can help us with that over at the library.
It's true. Well, we have a destination. Let's go.
Dancer gets up and says, "I shall visit the market to see if I can get the healer's kit. I will also swing by Vryn to give her my thanks."
So looks at the two of them. Looks to Rajani, who I guess is off with her brother probably.
Probably working the smith or something.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Working off the weapons that broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's kind of a jerk about it. Like she almost died, and he's just
Yeah.
I don't like him. Gotta say.
no. So nobody does. There was a
True
cultist in this city.
that he tried to be elected mayor? I heard the room.
3 times, in fact.
Luckily, you have to be elected.
Snorts.
Yes.
Some people, huh?
It just doesn't seem to understand why people don't like him.
With that sunny disposition.
He also does not take kindly to people telling him. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, slight smile across Dancer's, feverish face. He gets up and says, "I shall see you later then. Good fortune."
Do you require a chaperone?
He shakes his head. No, thank you. Please go with Torfin to the library. I think both of you would do much better there than I would.
I think Roga often goes there. It's the temple place.
Yeah.
And
Thorfinn kind of nods and says, "You know, I'm usually the most maudlin of the group here, so I could use some good cheer."
well. Huh. All well and good then.
Yeah, let's go.
Off the Cornflower Library.
Yes, indeed.
Because we need to talk to some locals about what we saw. and what it might
Yes.
mean. And if they
Alright.
have anything that can help us, because maybe they also want to stop whatever's going on.
Can move over there then. It's a very short trip, you know. Basically neighbors at this point. And the library is impressive indeed. Three almost freestanding dome-like structures sitting on an upraised shelf that juts out from below the cliff top. Like the edge of it is actually quite far above the water, about 20, 30, 40 feet, and is a common place for the rowdy youth to hang out on, balance on, occasionally fall into the water, that sort of thing, even though the priests very much don't like that.
Mhm.
Arriving there, it is not very busy at all. You see some of the acolytes organizing the shelves on like massive ladders that they've put against the shelves. And of course, Vandy Bandadesh, the halfling priestess, quickly notice you basically enter the door. Can actually show you her picture too, since I
Oh,
figured
wow.
out
Good
how to
lord,
do
that's
that.
a big picture.
Yeah, it's
Whoa!
huge.
Lady!
Such a big picture for a halfling. Oh, she looks great.
As she quickly rushes over to the two of you and says, "Well, hello there, Broga. Torfin, I believe. What brings you here?"
Well, we recently came from Gauntlet and have seen some things we like to get some more information on. Things that we can't identify.
She nods. Of course. Come in. If you need help finding any specific books, you can ask me. You can ask the acolytes. They, of course, are very busy. She sort of winks. I know that they're just pretending to be busy, so I can't find anything else for them to do.
Let's give them some work then, shall we? All right.
We explored the old Gauntlet Keep. The light has. The rumor says. Did we see the light, guys? We did, right?
We saw
You did
some
not.
light,
Faintly,
but
I
it wasn't.
think.
It wasn't the
Because
one
there
that
was
Rin saw.
there was no ghost light there.
No, it was something different. I think we saw.
Although the light of the chapel had the same sort of hue,
Yeah.
bled out.
Yeah, because it wasn't like night. Or something.
No,
Mm.
was specifically warned to be there at night.
Yeah. There's rumors the old lighthouse of Gauntlet lit up again. And Rin has told a prophecy. One that is a bit ominous in regards to the events going on there at the moment at Gauntlet. We investigated and we found a chapel almost died on the ground of it due to the undead creatures that lurked within. Luckily, Rin saved us, but there were religious symbols there I have never seen. You know I'm well versed in these things, so do you have any books or any information on what that could be? Chapel within the old Gauntlet Keep? Something that is certainly not common.
Her frown deepens as you mention undead, and she says, "I usually, and I mean absolutely no offense to her practices, don't put too much value on Rin's predictions, but you were there and definitely saw undead."
Very
I
up
am
close.
very sure. Yes.
She sighs slightly. Sadly, not entirely surprising in that cursed swamp, not literally cursed, I hope, Sure, I have some books here that might be of help, but definitely no books about forbidden cults or anything like that. We'll see what we can find. So you can give me a recall knowledge with a +1 circumstance bonus.
Sure.
Okay.
I guess that would be religion then? Or
Yes.
okay,
+1 second.
+1.
Oh. I really want to know. I have a hero point. I'm invested.
All right.
Let's spend that on re-rolling that religion check because I can definitely do better.
I was gonna do the same thing, but I'll let you go first.
There we go. That's much more roguish.
Ooh,
I'll let you.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
27. All right. Speaking of hero points, Dancer, take a hero point. Oh, you already have to. Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure you have one because you're suffering from an illness and severely inconvenienced. You certainly need extra heroism right now. All right. That is a critical success on a
Nice.
recall knowledge. Let me take a look what that means.
As he we have that scene where he leans over a book and like draws the symbol we saw in the mirror. Like there's a
Yeah.
strange ominous whisper and the candle flickers.
All right, you recall the knowledge accurately and gain additional information or context. You're browsing around. Perhaps initially you get lost in the definitely fiction section of the library, which is sizable, ranging from satire to erotica even.
Oh my.
It's a very, very diverse library.
That's my roll so low.
But eventually you do find a series of books on some of the lesser known religions of Golarion. What you believe the chapel might be dedicated to is, in fact, one of the outer gods, the alien entities that some say have existed since before the concept of mortality even formed, living in the Black Void. They're not necessarily all of them evil, Roger would be aware. In fact, the what's the pantheon called? The Celestial Caravan includes one of the altar gods. It's not something that's generally advertised, but it's one of them. That wasn't the altar god that was depicted in the chapel, however. Browsing through the pages, it all suddenly makes sense, as it is the outer god called Nimbaloth. The outer god, also known as the Empty Death.
Oh,
Oh,
good. Wonderful.
Jeez.
You basically find it in like a tiny footnote, perhaps, because it is one of the elder gods that doesn't seem to care about worshippers or anything. It doesn't really have like edicts or anathema, really, because nobody knows what it, or rather she, really wants. But there are, of course, cultists and other weird people who don't care that they don't have the attention yet, because they know the surefire way of getting the god's attention and all the power that it entails. And apparently that often entails, specifically will-o-wisps and other ghosts. For Nimbaloth's goal appears to be, the empty death, the meaningless death, the death without an afterlife, the nothingness. And so, having ghosts that stick around the mortal plane forever, unable to move on, is very much something that at least her cultists believe she wants.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey. Well, she something got a critical. Is this something that is known to be associated with the sorcerer for very long ago?
You are not aware of any obvious association.
No, because I don't think that was like a necromancer sorcerer. an undead thing.
I mean, all you know about this sorceress was that she was a powerful evil sorceress. Over the time, I mean, the story has story doesn't contain that many details.
Right.
Yeah, he'll look at his work. Dwarfen there too. Probably look up to Dwarfen. Certainly is troubling, and it's troubling how close we might have come to haunting that chapel.
Yes, well, it seems that we are going to encounter a lot of undeath that you are best suited for, I would say. So for one, I am happy that you are with us.
Well, we'll bring some of the light from this place with us, and will bolster us against such things. He said, "God doesn't like undead. They're cold. They're evil. There's just no redeemable qualities to them. A ghost is at best lamentable."
So I have a question, Sheep. I don't know if this is like, I don't know what kind of recall knowledge this would be, but now that he knows like who this is dedicated to, the magic that like animated those skeletons, was that like, is this like a magic that is, how would I say? Like, is the altar itself manifesting this, or is this like a conscious effort from someone? Like, do places of worship have these effects, if they're powerful enough to like? I guess.
That would be a religion check for sure.
Okay, I can try one. Let's see. Okay, 17.
You're not really sure about the details of what the altars and the chapel of this elder god would have, but if Broker's information is anything to go by, then I mean the elder god, as far as it is described, doesn't care about worshippers, so it probably doesn't directly manifest like protections for the chapels and whatnot.
Okay. Well, that is scary stuff, but it is good to be in the know.
Better to know what to expect. Certainly we encountered some kobolds that...
It would seem that the secrets that Gauntlet holds is far more than I expected.
And sort of looks over at Orphan. Looks around conspiratorially for a moment. Make sure none of the acolytes are listening. It also adds a perhaps regrettable layer to Rin's prophecy.
He nods. He's quite familiar with like the I suppose prophecies of Rin and how they kind of you only really know the true meaning when it is already upon you. So he has a bit of a wry smile and says, "Yes, I do fear for what we will find, but I think we should continue, despite how foreboding this information is."
Or what I meant to say. Sure. I mean, is that we might not find a person who's alive and we've been needing our help. It might be that he's or
He is
is
trapped.
trapped there. It's a spirit somewhere within Gauntlet. Perhaps haunting the cell or chamber.
That is a possibility. But if so, then I feel it is upon us to try and release them.
Simply worth noting that although we didn't see any signs of life, that maybe that is not what we should be looking for. That we should not give up because we don't find it. Because maybe it isn't. Well, it's a little bit sad. He'd hoped to bring someone home, you know.
Yep.
But the thought of Relda still being sort of tormented forever as a ghost, it's a crappy way to go too.
Yes, regardless of the situation we might find them in, I want them to be returned here or returned to their rightful place. Wherever that may be.
I would like to find Vandy here. Just ask her sort of, you know, well, we intend to go back. Vandy, do you have anything to bolster us against the undead? Something that would help strengthen us against the cold that they bring. Some of the light of Serenray, perhaps, to brighten us on the travel.
She ponders for a moment. I would absolutely enjoy helping you against whatever undead threat you face. Let me have a look. I'm sure I can offer you something.
Foresight. Yeah, you've been very kind to me always, and you understand, of course, that things has to function here too. But since we almost died last time we tried delve that place, I would be remiss not to ask.
She'll have a look. She'll sort of ponder. Unfortunately, we are a library and not the headquarters of a holy order, and therefore we are limited in things we can actually use to combat the undead. We offer information and assistance wherever we can, but she sort of looks through like various shelves and libraries. Wait here before she goes into one of the other buildings through a connecting door.
Oh, that does. Been here many times. He'll look out the big windows, I imagine, from the sea.
She'll eventually return with 2 items. 2 vials, in fact. That she will hand to Roga as she says, "This is holy water. We don't have as much as I would like. We'll have to restock. And this is a potion of healing."
Thank you very much. So smiles. You always come through for us.
She smiles. If in your travels you encounter the treasures and riches that adventurers are known for, perhaps you can return the favor. Any donation will be put to good use, I'm sure.
No, you do not need to tell me. But you know where I will put it. In the box here too. He adds quickly, knowing that you maybe thought of like a mug of ale.
Rogas blows her off and goes drinking everything.
Well, you know, Kate and Kaylene and Serenray have a slightly one-sided relationship, perhaps. So, hmm, Drunken God admires the dawnlight in many ways.
And she just politely tolerates
He
him.
tolerates him.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Like, yes, very nice. I'm gonna go hang out with Desna now.
Hey, ladies. Where's the party?
What kind of healing potion?
It's a lesser healing potion. I've dragged them both onto your sheet.
Oh. Sure enough.
Nice.
Wonderful. Well, look, she's great. Miss Van Dieter.
She
That's
seems
Saren
great.
way, you know?
Yeah.
You know where they stand. They're
Yeah.
just good people.
Nice
they just
people.
want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
They're right. You're like, yes, I can work with this.
Fire and scimitars and doing the right thing.
Yep. Pretty good.
Well, it seems we have what we need.
Yeah, what's Dancer up to while these two are at the library?
Yes. Dancer will go to the market to purchase some stuff.
Sure.
Loaded up with the awesome wealth of the gold tooth, he is ready to spend some at the markets. And I can't. But
Oh, the game's paused. Yep, now you can.
I assume that's the market.
That is the mark.
Yes,
Yes.
look like a market. In the market, Dancer will peruse some of the stalls, and he will buy a healer's kit, or yes, healer's tools. He'll buy one of those. Friend Rogar needs these. Tools. Duct. Gold. Quite pricey, unfortunately.
A bandolier as well.
I will. He will also buy a bandolier. For well. Here. And he will after that buy some other minor things. He will buy a 10-foot pole. He will also buy a air bladder. Those are available. It's an item not from the core book. It's from the Grand Bazaar, which is item.
Then no, we're sticking to the core book here.
Then a 10-foot pole it is. And he will also buy a shield stones, which is like something you can hook onto a shield to have a lantern on it. So if we're in a situation that we need light, Amanji can have that on her shield without having to hold a torch.
Sure.
Okay.
It takes a bit of haggling back and forth. The fellow who runs the like main market stall here, can actually give you a picture.
Yes.
This guy.
Oh God.
Oh God.
That is not a guy who has any
Angry.
sales, that's for sure.
Need.
No, he has like a permanent frown, but he does take things like, your gold tooth and such without asking too many questions. He does give you a very pointed glance, but doesn't pursue it further. No, he looks in the back the various things he has, and from like over the stall you can see that he has a wide variety of adventuring related goods.
Yes.
Including plenty of 10-foot poles, especially.
Oh yeah, a whole barrel full.
Yeah, he'll pile on the wares you're purchasing as he says, "You heading out there into the wilderness again?"
Dancer sort of blinks and looks at him and says, "Oh, I wasn't aware that my exploits so far have been recognized. I am flattered, I suppose."
Recognized, no, but I mean, he sort of points at the things he's selling you. They do paint a picture.
Dancer points at the tooth. Oh, don't worry about the tooth. It came from a corpse.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude. Listen, you go out there, you see any wolves, I pay a premium. For the pelt, that is.
Okay. Dancer nods slowly and says, "Oh, I shall remember that then. Keep an eye out. You haven't seen anything quite like it so far. Mostly slimy swamp creatures, but if we come across any, I shall make sure to keep you in mind. Is it just wolves or any other pelts from similar animals, bears or?"
Does like a strange laugh for just a second before turning back to his frown. Nah, just wolves. But listen, see any of those druids out there? Stay away from them.
I pay a premium. Whoa! Dancer frowns again and says, "How so? Are the druids not friendly?"
So just like a gesture as of sweeping something off the table, but not quite. Says, "A wife, 30 years ago, mauled to death by druid. Wolf druid."
Oh.
Oh.
Well, Dancer looks a bit taken aback and a bit embarrassed, like when someone shares something very personal with you all of a sudden. He's like, I see. Well, I perfectly understand, sir. I will most certainly keep you in mind if we run across any wolf pelt."
He keeps frowning, but he does like a quick nod before he says, "Find any more teeth of corpses? Come here. I'll buy them."
Dancer smiles and says, "Now we're talking." He carefully, stuffs the healing kit and the bandolier and the pole and the scones like in a little bag. Drags it with him. Is there? I don't suppose there's any like board for like side quest or whatever, like like a notice board for the town where they put up things like wolves sighted, get them to get money.
Not really. Presumably there's enough random adventures to handle the very easy things just anyways.
Fair enough.
I had one.
Yes, of course it did. Sorry. Alright, well, in that case, Dancer will gather together the various bric-a-brac that he's bought here, and we'll back the routed rockfish. We'll able to stash it. The healing kit and the bandolier, specifically, he will put in Rogar's room with a little note on it, written in common. Just say that here you go. Hope it helps. And then he will, I guess, go with the shield scones to Amanji. I don't know if you can drag it onto her sheet.
I can. You can also just put it into the stash.
Oh yeah, I can do this. Hang on.
I think we can take it from there.
Yeah.
It's Armina, by the way.
Amanji, Amina.
I
I can't see your name.
Why not? It's on the.
I-
It's on the party list.
Rajani.
Rajani. Oh, that's
I think
why.
both you were like trying to do her name together.
Yeah. Can I just drag things in here? Oh yeah, I can. Great. Here's a healer tools. Here's scones. Is the sweet bandolier.
Nice.
It's a container though, right?
Yes, bandolier is a container. So you contain the healer's tools in the bandolier, and then you don't need to spend an action to pick it out. You can pick it with the healing
As
action.
part of the action, yeah. It takes up the whole bandolier, but it's worth it.
It is definitely.
All right.
Imagine though, going to a stall and be like, I'd like some surgeon's tools.
Yes.
And then it's like, yeah, all right, that'll be 2 gold. And then you put like a tooth on the table, like it's a normal thing.
Yes.
He looks at it and he has to wonder, like, am I gonna just? I mean,
Are you a necromancer? It's like, what are you doing?
I guess I'll take it. You know, what's this actually worth to me?
It's a big golden tooth. Solid
If you
gold,
did
man.
that in a store, people would find you pretty weird.
It's just put
Can I
like
trade you this golden tooth? You know, like, I guess, I suppose.
I have this
technically.
ring. Don't mind the blood.
Hmm.
Valuable.
It's not mine. So,
Don't worry, it's not
well, the
mine.
ring is.
Oh
blood
well,
is.
yes. I mean, yeah.
You don't get to be a successful market stall owner if you turn away adventurers.
True.
That's, don't do that.
After that, Dancer put that rockfish for people to pick up. He will go and visit Rin.
All right. You visit and pretty much see her sleeping.
Oh, right. She's awake at night.
Yes.
All right. He will turn around and come back at night. He doesn't want to wake.
It's kind of weird though, just to have no walls and just sleep in front of everyone.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
Okay.
she does sleep inside, but there's plenty
Okay.
of like gaps in her in quotation mark building.
it's kind of weird.
You can vaguely see it.
Here's a question: is it possible to put down notes on the map here? I would like to mark the different characters.
I
Do
don't.
bookmarks.
You can maybe do bookmarks. I don't know what players can do. I'm gonna be honest. I've never.
Again, we need like a chalk add-on so we can like
Yeah.
color in
You can
stuff
place down a little like icon on the map.
that we can click. Yeah,
Excuse
I know
me.
that.
I'm not sure how to do that though. I think.
I can. Like I can make journal notes.
I think if you like drag the journal onto the map, it makes it like a bookmark.
Little
that-
dot you can click on.
Yeah, and it like links to the journal. I believe.
Yeah, maybe you can do that. I'm gonna Google.
Yeah, you don't have sufficient. Yeah, you make notes. So if you like pull a note onto the board, you can make like a bookmark on the page.
Oh, I can definitely give you that sort of access if you want. The permission.
Because then we can just make a like a journal for like market, and then just drag it onto the map, and then we can put like stuff pertaining to that on it, so we can just check quickly.
Also gonna put the holy water in the stash.
Okay.
It's
You don't want to keep it on you?
It's a throw weapon, and I'm actually not very dexterous.
Oh, I guess I can hold on to it then.
Someone with decent dex.
Yeah, I
Right
mean,
now?
it's my main stats.
It's very valuable though. 3 gold.
I need to be able to make journal notes as well. I can just drag the session notes for now and see. Yeah, yeah, I can do that. So I just dragged one there. You can see that like it drags stats, and you can click on it.
Can't move it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because I put it down. I think. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I can move it because I put it down. But I'll just get rid of it for now.
Oh, you want to be able to make journal entries too?
Yeah.
Can probably do that. Create journal entries. Yes.
Or that could just be a journal entry with the NPC picture, and then we click the thing and see the picture.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Just
Okay,
a
so we can
little
do
dot
like
there.
something like.
Right. I've also given you access to drawing tools, whatever that does.
Okay. I can change the icon. Maybe there's like a.
Ah.
Don't make me regret giving you access.
There you go.
Oh.
You can add like a image page or something.
Oh god, that's very large.
Oh, what are you doing?
This is text tool.
No, don't do that. Because this is better because you can hide them if you go down to the settings on the top left, you can go down to journal notes and then toggle notes display, and you can turn it off. So you can like.
Sure, I think it's on now.
Oh, hold on. Actually, it lets me make just a map note without.
Ow.
Oh, they've actually made it a thing.
Help.
You can make
Map.
one without making a journal for it, so
Ow.
it's just like a map note. Okay, hold on. Let me come over to you.
You can explain it to me together.
In stereo. Journal notes. Create map note. Click. Put name in. Hey. Oh, okay, sure. Huh. Okay, sure. I'll try.
You know, the best thing about this is that you are covering my GM map notes with this, so I can't click on them anymore.
Oh yeah, I figured out how to do it.
And if you can point it to a journal entry if you want, but you don't have to. So if you have something specific.
What's the name of the proprietor that I talked to?
He doesn't give you a name.
Oh.
Just
Angry
Smith.
Angry Leprechaun.
Wow, that's really.
Merchant.
Oh, I
That's
can't
what
delete these.
Is a sour-faced leprechaun-like man in the market running the main stall. He buys a lot of lady loot and pays a premium for wolves because his wife got eaten by one many years ago. It might also have been a druid.
This is like a.
Who knows?
All right. Yeah. So that just helps for map stuff.
There we go. Let's see here. Any other good ones? Well, Dawnflow Library is pretty recognizable, I don't think. Needed. Let's do Rider Rockfish, I suppose.
Did you put one down?
I did.
I don't see it.
Oh, it's there.
Huh.
For the market, I could see it.
Well, you're the GM, so I assume.
Can you make it visible somehow?
Is it visible to all players? Is there some way to do that?
You want to share your homework?
Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that. Everyone is an owner now. There you
Oh
go.
yes, yes. Yeah. I can see it now. Great. And I can also toggle it off and on, permanently or not.
How did Rockfish?
That's good. Yeah, I like this. Let's you consolidate like location-based stuff. All right. Suppose the question is, do we want to go back today, or do you want to wait out your sickness?
I need to wait out my sick.
Okay.
The Rider Rockfish where I put the house township.
It's this building.
Well,
Hello, can I not ping? This
How is
building.
that good?
you might also have to give permission to delete notes. Because I can't get rid of the empty one I made for testing it.
I don't see.
Because I right click and I just have export import. I don't have delete.
I did it. I think I could. I just hit it and press delete.
No, the journal entry, not the map notes.
Oh.
I don't see an empty journal entry though.
Really? Oh, maybe I just refresh. No, it's still there for me. Under player notes?
No, I see market and session notes.
Oh, I see 2 markets. Okay, whatever. That's fine then. If no one else sees it, that's fine. All right.
So has Dancer here, has he been treated for this disease?
I have attempted to. I don't know the status of it, honestly.
You have not yet taken the downtime action to do it. Basically, started manifesting this morning, effectively.
You need 8 hours of rest with someone caring for you.
Yep.
And then they get to do a test to see how good they have done the caring for you.
Okay.
You can get a bonus to your saving throw.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Hence why I was like, well, we'll take a look at you.
Yeah.
But maybe we come back. He's feeling a bit weathered from the
Yeah.
from the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe let me have a look at you.
There sits.
Lay down. Have something to drink. A hot mug of ale, perhaps.
Are you sure ale helps against?
Hey, I guess anything.
Ow.
Best cure, sound mind.
Dancer's eyes thin, slightly, seemingly skeptical, but he doesn't want to, argue the point with the friendly dwarf.
Trust the method.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I assume Dancer will show the bite the fly gave him, and is probably infected or something bad to it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this needs some really strong alcohol, you see. Rides.
You get drunk enough, you could just shrug it off entirely.
Almost pure alcohol.
Oh,
Pour right on there.
oh!
Get that ethanol.
If Dancer's face blanches a bit at the thought, then he's like, "Oh, it's gonna be poured on me." Oh, thank God. Oh.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I can say, while doing it, sort of beginning to take care of him. It's like a sickness thing, right? So it's more like he's feeling bad, and I'm walking about doing things to make him feel better. I'm probably also just leaning back in a chair a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell him about the what we found in the library at some point.
Sure. Dancer will listen quite intently.
Seemingly, we almost died a pointless death in the place, and well, I suppose that's what the whole thing was about. We would likely have died there and haunted it as servants of whatever dark force was happening in it.
Dancer, when he describes pointless death, Dancer, his face darkens a bit, and he says, "Oh, I see. Yes, I am familiar with pointless death. Something hesitates a bit at Rogar."
Rogar glances at him.
Is Torfin here as well, by the way? Who is it?
Well, actually, how long would this take? Based on Rogar's initial assessment.
Oh, well, it takes 8 hours.
I
Again,
Torfin will probably go off and do something else that I'm about to decide in a sec, so I won't be there.
In that case, if they are more or less alone, like the dancer's room or in a corner of the bar.
It's probably in the room, let's be honest. You're probably laying down
Probably.
to get some rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the upstairs rooms.
Yeah. So we'll Rogar and say, "Rogar, yes, I am familiar with empty deaths, so to speak. Maybe this creature which you described was a patron saint of the place I came from. I will say that I am hesitant to tell you about her, but then again, you have saved my life, and honestly, you seem to be the least judgy sort I have met in a long time, so if we need to go back in, maybe it is best to tell you a little bit about my backstory. Sighs and says, I come from a circumstance that is not pleasant. I was raised in a gang of criminals. You call it, it styled itself as an assassin's gang. The Night Knives, they were called. I was brought in as an orphan and trained in their ways, their methods. Sneaking, stabbing, slicing, killing, and all manner of wicked techniques, and it was a bad place. And I first thought that this was all I had. Well, otherwise they would, abolish me, banish me. I would be truly alone, nowhere to go. So I stayed for a while. But when my final test arrived, I was given my first contract, my first kill for the glory of the guild, and I carried it out. I killed someone that I now truly believe was innocent. And in the grisly aftermath of that action, I realized that what I was doing was pointless, empty. I had killed this man, someone I didn't know, for reasons I didn't know. I was just told to do it and expected to do it, and so I did it. In this rather stark realization of my own horrible mistakes, I fled. I ran away. Dancer is not my real name, as you can imagine. It is just what I call myself to keep low. My real name is Cotillion. That is all I know. But please keep calling me Dancer. I think it would be best for now, at least.
And so those who take advantage of orphans are, well, I would have nothing good to say about them. It's good that you managed to escape, though. Regrettable it happened. Not a day earlier.
I was enthralled by the guildmaster and beliefs and my own desperate need to belong somewhere. It led me astray. Now that I have run away, I need to lay low for a bit. That's why I came here. I thought far away from my... Well, I shouldn't say homeland, but where I lived most of my life was a small, one of the smaller towns of Cheliax. You can imagine there is no lack of work for a guild such as mine in those places.
Rice-stemmed houses. Tale told many times.
Yes. But I am here to... Well, I didn't come here out of complete randomness, I will say. I have a token. I found something in the possession of the guildmaster that I am convinced belonged to me or my parents or someone with a connection to me. That has something to do with my backstory. As you can see, his bandaged hand slightly reaching for one of the small inner pockets of his vest. The same one that he gently, reached for without thinking about it a few days ago when we were sitting in the bar. My hope was that there would be some explanation for this heirloom here in town. So far I haven't found anything over the time I've been here, but I intend to go tonight and ask Rin about it. Seeing her prophecies in action now, I am convinced that she might be able to say something about the matter.
I would recommend perhaps that I ask her to come here instead. You should remain.
He nods. Like says, I suppose so. I wouldn't want to inconvenience her. She has done enough for me, and I know how she feels about angles. He's one of the frowns.
We'll add some pillows to the corners. Maybe that. Keep the window open for a bit.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Interrupt. But
Then we go to Torfin.
Right.
Yeah. I want to see if there's anything I can do to earn some money, sheep.
Sure.
While I'm waiting. A few ways. Crafting is probably the easiest if I have access to a workshop, which maybe I can somehow convince Ramina's brother to use. Otherwise, I have my lore skills, but I would need to find a way to apply them. I suppose my question is, the Dawnflower Library said they basically work in knowledge. Is there anything they do in terms of like deciphering things or like stuff they haven't been able to figure out yet that they've gotten?
The Dawnflower Library would not be an easy place to get any work at. It's a repository. It's a temple.
Yeah.
They don't really perform services other than healing and directing people do books, which they
Yeah.
have plenty of course, acolytes and apprentices for. Vandia could, however, maybe direct you to a place that could use your skills.
Okay.
If you were to ask her. Let me.
Yeah, I would basically go there to ask anyway, so if she has a recommendation, I definitely take it.
Should have a think. In general, the town isn't very focused on, scribe stuff. It is
Yeah.
very much an adventuring town. There's always a job for like if you what words am I looking? They're like courier jobs and working with the farmers to remove vermin and such. One potential place that your knowledge would be paid for would be one of the manors, perhaps. One of the larger families. They, of course, have children who need to be educated. And in
Okay.
particular, everyone knows a little bit. Everyone knows something else to teach. They might be able to pay you for your services, but of course, you can't just show up at their door and be like, hey, let me teach your children. There might be a bit of a barrier to entry that Vandy doesn't really know what that might be.
I am here for the children.
Okay. Seems like I'd have to find my way in somehow. Do the manors have like an admin office? Like a...
Not really. They're just fancy houses. Like the families live in them. They are not large enough to have like servants and secretaries. They're just well-off families, really.
Okay. Do any of them own establishments in the town?
Yes, in fact. They are, let me look at them. One of them would be the Inkelholtz Manor, which is the place where the owners of the Whistledown Cutters live, which is one of the larger lumber companies that operate here in Otari.
Okay.
The other would be a Churtle Manor that I mentioned before, which is the family that owns Churtle Timber, as it turns out. And the third larger family would be... I'm scrolling through my notes here. Would be the Menhemes Manor, which the name will definitely ring a bell, as that is the last name of one of the Rose Guard.
Oh. Okay.
Which is, in fact, the current mayor is Mayor Joseph Menemes. And Vandy does know that, I mean, they've got 5 children, like, surely.
Okay.
Surely they need someone to teach them, but they are more like they're more like socialites almost, so maybe it's not so much about knowledge, but about behavior and manners, which might not be up your alley, really.
That's not my alley whatsoever. Okay, was good to know though. Good to know the options. Well, then I suppose there are good options to keep in mind perhaps for later. There seems to be it'd probably be much easier to get in there if we are more known. And we're currently just not. So would it be possible to perhaps convince Armin's brother to borrow his forge for crafting? Or is there like a rent a workshop thing going on in Ortari? Or
I mean, you could go there and find out.
sure, let's go there and find out.
I like that this is like Persona 4, like go to the go to the clipboard to find a side job.
Yeah.
Like, tutoring, yes, I can do that. Origami
Take
folding.
all the part-time jobs at once. Yeah.
Yeah, just fold origami constantly.
Going over to the forge, the blades for glades, you find it mostly empty. Only seeing a presumably annoyed Amina just sort of idling about.
Excellent.
She will inform you that she is in fact waiting for a brother who hasn't shown up yet because she's fairly certain he's out drinking.
Oh. Okay.
As far as she's concerned, just use the forge. You know, if he comes back, he can be upset then, but he's not here.
All right. Well, it's on her then. Yeah, I'll use the forge.
Oh, hey, free forge.
So yeah, let's earn income using crafting. How does that work?
All right. Crafting. First of all, let me double check something.
Yep.
Yes. Earning income using crafting. That is a downtime. Earn income, page 236. Basically, you pick the level of the task that you are intending to do. Like, what sort of thing are you thinking about crafting? Just roughly.
Like just basic, like equipment, basically. I mean,
Like equipment and basic tools. Sure.
Yeah.
That could be like a task level 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
Depending.
Like axe heads, maybe? It's a logging town, right? So like
yeah, it's a logging town.
Oh, yeah.
True. They need replacements for their like
yeah,
tools. Right?
yeah. You could like I could sharpen your axe. I'm a
Maybe
dwarf. Look
maybe
at
it's
me.
the way in. You know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure. That could be a task level 1 or 2, depending on which one you would prefer.
I'll take the 2, I guess.
You are level 2, so yeah, sure. Then you would work the day, and then you would roll to determine your earnings. The
Alright.
DC is set secretly by myself, depending on the task level and the circumstances involved.
Okay.
But you would basically just give me a roll, and I'll tell you what happens at the end of the day.
All right. Are you other two finished with the day then? Can I roll this or?
Yeah, I think we're finished.
Yeah,
Alright.
Leaf Dancer and Roga are recovering and assisting recovery, respectively. And Amina's gonna do she's probably just gonna stick around. I'll talk with Sarah to maybe do something else.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's roll this.
Alright, give me a crafting check.
I'm gonna use a hero point to reroll that if that's possible.
It is.
I have it, so I want to use it. That's better. 21.
21 is a success. You make a fine exit. And which page was it just on? Jesus Christ. 236. That would earn you 3 silver pieces for the day.
All right. Nice.
So now you can keep going, right?
Well, depending on how long it takes to fix your thing, I would continue doing this until we're ready to go. So.
Okay, for each day you spend after the first, you earn the same amount of money as the first day up until the task completion.
Okay.
The task completion, I mean, you make tools. It'll probably take a couple days.
Yeah. So whenever everyone's ready, then I'll stop, basically.
Yeah, you do notice that as evening approaches, Amina's brother is still not back. If you do continue, however, he might have a run-in with you.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that now.
Well, we'll do that the next morning then.
Yep.
As we can take a look at Dance's condition.
Yes, tell me about my condition.
Right, Roga, give me a medicine check to assist him in his recovery. Treat disease. It's against the disease's DC.
Right.
Malachi?
Malachi! Oh no!
You will never recover.
And rolled for him.
Yeah, I don't want to steal his dice rolls, though.
Yeah, no.
Are we missing someone?
Yeah, Malachi
We're
is
missing Malachi.
AFK.
Right, I'm just gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Well, while we wait for Malachi, other significant landmarks perhaps you can point out for me for the town that I can put down some notes.
Landmarks that you would be aware of. Well, there are the three larger manors, which is this one, this one, this one. Just from going past them, you can see that they're well off, like merchant families, probably each of them. Thorfinn could fill you in on some of the details that he's got from Avandi. Roger would know. Maybe Roger can just talk a bit about them. As a local, he would definitely at least know the vagaries. Like both the Inkelholz and the Churtle Manor are two of the larger lumber companies operating in Utari. Whereas the Manamis Manor is, in fact, the descendants of one of the Rose Guard.
Okay.
That Dancer could give me a Rose Guard lore check.
Good lord. 15.
15 is good enough. You know that the one of the Rose Guard was Asophina Menemes, who was a human cleric of Erestil, the party's healer.
Alright.
Who traveled around with them and has done quite well for herself. After settling down, Tari was, of course, abandoned after she passed of old age. But
Yes.
the Menemes, they sort of drove the initiative to resettle the settlement a bit. Also helped Otari towards becoming what it is nowadays, giving it a reason to exist beyond just, oh, these adventurers founded it here.
Sure.
Does not also know that in the manor of the Menemes, the eastern wing of their large manor is actually a museum, a publicly accessible museum,
Okay.
dedicated to the Rose Guard.
Look at some. Which one was it?
It is the cross-shaped one on the hill here.
Well, can you spell her name? Enemies matter.
I don't know if it's actually pronounced that way, but I've decided that it is.
There's a lot of ways you could pronounce that, to be honest. So I like yours.
Go. Alright, it's a bit of a sort of shrine to the town's history then, pretty much. What? Alright, manners, prominent families, check.
I mean, something else you would have definitely seen coming in is the building at the entrance of town, which seems to be some sort of courier post. Got like a pen with horses, a bunch of boxes, occasionally a person on a fast horse riding out of town.
Alright.
Probably to Absalom, which, by the way, is actually not that far away. Absalom is like 2 to 3 days travel to the east.
It's pretty damn close.
It is on the same island as Absalom, in fact.
Pretty close. Okay. Rockfish. At 9 because it's business. Go. Aha! Then Mark is still a book. I don't know how to change it.
Yeah, you can set the icon when you like make it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can change it afterwards. Probably can. Sorry.
I can't figure it out either.
I don't know. Oh, I found double right click when you have the bookmarking thing open. The journal notes on the left.
A double right click.
Yeah, very weird.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
My curiosity has been successful of clicking
Yes.
everything multiple times.
There we go. Malachi still hasn't moved.
Yeah, what happened to Malachi?
I don't know.
I can give you everyone a tip that we got from chat. What we made for Malachi. If you go to the compendium tab, then
Yeah.
you search for GM screen. You can get a sort of a compendium copy of the GM screen to drag to your hotbar, and if you click on it, you can look things up in a quick reference, like earn income. You just click on it, and you get like the table. You don't have to.
Wow, that is very
that is
useful.
very handy.
Yeah.
So it's from Strangely Brown in chat.
Thank you very much, Stranger Brown. That's actually very quick and good advice.
I'm sure all manner of useful things in here.
Like sample chases
Yes.
across a fungus grotto.
Ah. Good when I chase Broker out of the room. We can chase scene.
Yeah.
Maybe we just make the roll and keep it going, Chip.
Yeah, sure. You make the roll. If it turns out that Roger's assistance might matter, we'll make the roll for him, but you can just roll your fortitude save.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe
Makes
it's just high enough without the assistance.
Fortitude? I doubt it.
As a rogue, good luck. You might roll a 20.
Doubt it.
I believe. Okay.
I am gonna spend a hero point. Reroll that.
Yeah, you can right-click on your card in the chat and then select reroll using hero point.
Oh, okay.
And it'll automatically choose best for you.
Oh, come on!
Oh, no.
This is the worst.
Even Roger's best assistant is not gonna help you here.
Oh, I feel really
Yes,
bad.
I'm making more money.
Yes, keep
Oh,
ka-ching.
if I don't get thrown out on my ass by her brother, we'll see.
You know, just
Don't worry.
Armina
I'll
can
throw
just
the
wrestle him away.
no. I'll throw the dwarven charm. It's fine.
What dwarven charm?
Okay, look at this thing I made. Is great, isn't it?
You do
Oh.
dwarven diplomacy. Hit him in the face with a
No,
hammer.
I'm not going to use diplomacy.
No, you hit him in the face with a hammer. That's dwarven diplomacy.
No.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh,
Welcome
but,
back, Malachi.
I've been very sick this week, and Tina has caught whatever I've got, so I'm sort of doing the
Oh.
cure disease thing on the
Yes.
side
Oh yeah.
as well.
Yeah, sadly, even Roger's best efforts that we haven't actually seen how good his efforts are will help Dancer's 8 on his fortitude save.
So I guess
Nightmare over here.
Which
Yeah.
means the disease progresses, but the effect does not get worse. It just means that you need a whole lot of successful saves in a row to actually get all of this.
Oh,
You're,
does it run out or is it like permanent?
No, you'll
Oh.
have to wait until eventually you roll enough saves.
this is
Oh.
your life now.
I guess
Figure it
so.
out.
Well,
It's fine. I'm making money on the side for you guys.
yeah, keep earning that money.
Yeah, 16 would have been just a success, which would have given you a +2, which would bring your fortitude save to a 10.
Which is
Uh,
not enough.
It's
So,
not enough.
What's the DC I'm trying to hit?
It is 16.
oh, all
You
right.
just
Good
need a
luck.
couple of those in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, the disease is virulent, which means you need 2 successes to go up a stage.
Wow, that's rough.
One fail, I go down again?
Yep.
This might take a
I
while.
mean, I think it's pretty shitty too, but I did tell myself, hey, I'm gonna do it. Rules
That's
are
fair.
written.
We'll work with it. I'm earning some gold while we're
What's
waiting.
the penalty?
He's currently enfeebled 1.
Isn't that like slowed and
-1 to pretty much everything.
that sucks.
Yeah.
You can't,
-1 to most like physical related things.
yeah, you can't do that.
I
That's like
can't go back in there with that.
Well, I mean, if only we had some more levels, I
yes.
could do more.
Downtime action. Just give me XP. No, I don't think that works. Right. So do I
Vroga-
encounter?
Vroga heading back to the Blades for Glades. We'll see outside in like the little like smithy. I don't know, like the outside bit of the smithy. A man wearing a frown, sitting, glancing towards Toffin as if expecting him. I can actually show you the picture. No, I cannot. No, I can't show you this. He has like a short, disheveled head of brown hair. Has a few bags under his eyes, as if he was awake for quite a while. Hasn't slept too much. His frown deepens as Torfin approaches, as he says, "So, used my forge, have you? Suppose I wasn't here. But I can't just let anyone walk in here and use my tools, you understand?"
I understand completely. If it wasn't for Armina's word, I wouldn't have done it at all. But I saw an idle forge, and your sibling suggested, so I took the opportunity.
He gives like a sidelong glance over to Amina, who looks entirely innocent. Before he says, "Wow, I lost my train of thought there."
Is he hungover?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
As he says, "Still, I mean, you used my supplies. Tools don't fix themselves either. They deteriorate and all. But I mean, supposedly you got some skill."
I can reimburse you, I can repair, or I can assist you.
He ponders. Give me a diplomacy.
Oh dear. Sure.
It is a diplomacy to make an impression, with at
All
least
right.
1 minute of conversation during which you engage in overtures, flattery, or acts of goodwill. You seek to make a good impression on someone to make them temporarily agreeable. Attempt a
All right.
diplomacy check against his will DC.
All right. I'm gonna use a hero point to roll that because I had
Right.
2. I definitely really want to not have him mad at me.
Hey,
That's better. That's a 10.
perfectly solid 10.
What's his will save? He's drunk, right? Hopefully.
I mean, when someone calls you a solid 10, that's usually good, right?
I've
Yeah.
heard, yeah.
I mean, he ponders you and then says, "Alright, you reimburse me, say, half of whatever profits you make. You can
What?
use my forge."
We need to kill him.
He thinks for a moment.
Get me out of
That
this
is
bed.
profitable.
That is agreeable. If you have any other projects you need assistance for, large orders, then I can assist you with those as well. For the same half reimbursement, yes?
He nods slowly and then says, "Alright, got some orders on the back burner that need to be done. You can help with those."
All right, and he'll kind of step forward to shake his hand, very roughly in the dwarven way, of course.
Oh yeah, he will return the favor.
All right.
He does have the muscles to back it up.
Yeah, Thorfinn has a bit of the softer touch. He was never a strong dwarf, so he can certainly feel the strength difference.
But yeah, he'll take you as his apprentice in a sense,
All right. Yeah, sure.
as long as you pay him half of whatever you earn.
Yeah, it's fine. Better than nothing. Better than renting out my own workshop, I'm sure. So, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I guess, are we continuing to rest up until you're fixed? Yeah?
I can't go back in with this. Get out of it.
All right.
Just how it is, unfortunately.
If Torfin earns 30 gold pieces
Yeah.
before you get fixed, we might be able to find someone who can order us a scroll of remove disease from Epsilon. But for one
Isn't there
casting of the spell.
like an antidote? Like,
What's the cost of spell casting service? It's just like, what does the temple take to actually just cast remove? That's a cleric spell, right? Isn't it? A cleric
Yeah,
spell?
it is.
It is.
Third level divine or primal.
Yeah,
So,
it is a third level spell,
sorcerers-
which is significant.
Yeah.
That is like powerful magics.
yeah.
The service, I believe, is 35 gold.
Well,
That's
an
more expensive
antidote
than-
is
The
3 gold
price-
for the lesser one, and it's +2 to your fortitude saving throw.
The price of a full plate to get rid of this.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well-
you can just make full plates. You can't just make magic.
Having,
I
Right?
can't.
having recently been incredibly sick, I had the thought while laying there in bed. So I was like, imagine playing Pathfinder when I played a paladin and I scoffed at the idea of automatically removing diseases with lay on hands. I was like, huh, when would I ever need that? And I was like, I would
It would kill for that ability.
just remove
Yeah.
this horrible feeling
Yeah.
and be able to do something with my life again.
Yeah.
Would
Right.
be worth anything. So
Well,
Yeah, the library has exactly one person capable of casting magic that high. And there are dozens upon dozens of sick people in the town at all times who have various kinds of flus and whatnot. If she were to try to help them all, first of all, she couldn't. And also, if someone were actually really, really sick and she just cast a spell to help someone's flu, that would also be pretty bad. So it has to be a sizable donation which can in the worst case, at least, help someone else later.
Yeah. Or we poison you enough, it's so bad that you'll just do it for free.
Yeah, maybe if I come in, like,
I'm kidding. I'm not dumb.
if I want death's bed, they have to help me, right?
Remove disease counteracts one disease.
Yeah.
So if you give you leprosy, you would just cure the leprosy and leave you with the fly
Ah,
symptom.
damn it.
Yeah. Well, I can keep this roll going, right, Sheep, on consecutive days? Or do you want me to roll again for the crafting?
You just keep your result.
That's fine.
So you're on half of 3 silver pieces a day.
I guess I just
So-
keep rolling here.
Yeah, so everyone I'll add a silver and 5 copper, right? That's how it's 10 to 10, right? That's how the 10 copper to a silver?
Yes.
Okay, so it'd be...
Oh, sorry, I was wrong about the spellcasting price, by the way. It's 18 gold pieces.
Oh, it's
Hey,
much
yeah,
more
that's
affordable than the scroll.
yeah, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do your roll, and every time you roll, I'll add some gold, I guess.
Oh, the next day. Huh? Oh, well, no. Sheep, do I help? That helpful? 12.
No, it's not. It's not a critical fail either.
Just roll a 20.
Oh, well.
Hey, that right there. See,
Hey.
That is
See?
a success. Shoot.
Problem solved. Just do it
The-
again.
The disease does not get worse.
All right, try again, and I'll.
Man, you for that so fast I couldn't even help you.
You just skip through days here.
I
I
assume
mean,
so.
we have to. I can't go back and do an adventuring with this.
Yeah,
shit
I
going
just
on,
have to
right?
keep track of the time then.
Every roll is a day, and I'm incrementing the crafting.
Any plan is growing bolder. The numbers
Yeah.
numerous.
I'm up 1.
And then you roll a 17.
Yep, that is also enough.
All right.
That is another day gone.
Okay.
Now,
So
I will help you on the 3rd day.
Okay.
Oh, well. Well, 12 was enough last time, I think.
Nope, it's a 16.
oh. Oh dear.
Assurance
Pestified.
medicine, Malachi, so
I-
you don't have to roll these.
Alright, go again.
Well,
Hey, there you go.
Hey,
Again
I'm
is enough.
feeling better. All of these drinks are somehow.
it's all about the drinks.
One more success and you fought off the illness.
But a failure and you're like
Yeah, back
You're
again.
back to like
2
3
weeks
again.
back in.
Help me, Rogar.
Come on. I have a
No.
good bonus to this.
Guys, oh no.
I don't have any hero points to
For,
spend.
for your display of friendship here, just hanging out together. Roga helping Dancer here despite barely knowing him. Have a hero point, Roga.
I'm Roga talks a lot. He's not good at silences.
You had your backstory
on.
reveal. Oh, oh.
What the
You know,
fuck?
maybe Caden didn't like that story.
Look, just roll a 20 again. Just do it. Go.
Yeah.
Fucking
Just-
hell.
Winning. Well, okay, well, yeah.
Hey,
Hey!
hey.
What am
You
I even
are
doing here
fine.
wasting my time? This elf will never die.
Oh,
It is now exactly a week since Brelder hired you.
Woo.
Dancer feels better. Torfin
oh.
laboring
money,
away at
yeah.
the forge, which for most days is actually not really used. Like, Carmen shows up on every other day to actually do work, it appears.
Yeah.
Dolphin is pretty sure that in the other days he just goes out into one of the inns to hang out. In fact, you might even pass him at some awkward time, like in the afternoon, where he's just heading out after waking up or something, as he goes to this place, which is the Crow's Cask.
Hey.
Crow's Casks, even. A fairly run-down looking inn that is always loud and rowdy inside.
Okay.
Actually, no, that is not the right place. It is
Oh.
this one. The
Oh,
top
okay. On the bridge. I see. That's a dangerous place for drunks to be on. Sure.
It is both an inn as well as a restaurant that supposedly, as Amina might tell Toffin, serves very good seafood, question mark.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, on the last day, I guess, of Dancer's survival, he's probably gone off drinking again. So Thorfinn will just leave a note to say, thanks for the use of the forge. We're heading back to Gauntlet. So
Yeah, now you
Yeah.
have to work.
yeah.
Drunk lush.
Yeah. It's a decent chunk of change from that, actually. I like that.
Dancer having been revigorated by the many stories of Rogar. And feel quite a lot better, actually. That was nasty. He doesn't want to be bitten by any more flies.
Yeah, no. Well, should we brave again?
Yes, I should. We're party controlling Armina then.
Yeah, I'll probably handle her.
Okay, that
we-
makes me feel better. I don't feel good about leading a character into danger, considering how risky it's been.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we can't go in 3 people like that. It's just
No.
impossible.
Okay. Well, I'll use some of that silver I got to buy some arrows. Actually, buy two quivers. Replace what I lost. That's 10 each. So
I have I'm stocked up.
yeah, I have 2 gold and 2 silver, 8 copper. I've
Nice.
been working hard.
Nice.
I actually might put this into the party because
Yeah, we should keep it.
fair enough.
Often working for half pay and putting his money into the party pile. That is selfless.
That brother has it coming. I swore off assassinations, but I might make an exception.
Right. I took the holy water and I took the comprehension elixir in case I need it. I'm good to go.
Does the
Like-
holy water do?
Does 1d6 good damage and 1 good splash damage. Damages only fiends, undead, and creatures that have a weakness to good damage. Range increment 20, and is
Good
it it's a
damage.
range strike, so it's dex, I assume.
Sure.
Doesn't
Good
have the
damage.
manipulate though, so
Yeah, so I can't get opportunity attacked if I use it.
you
Alright.
just smack it right in the face. And then
Yeah.
Blam.
Yeah, the damage might seem but it also triggers the good weakness if they have any, which suddenly might make it pretty good actually.
All right.
Literally and figuratively.
Well, let's head out, shall we? Actually, take the caltrops there just in case. Who knows? We might need it.
Who knows?
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. I should probably.
Let me travel.
Stay away from the flies, Dancer.
I'll stay away from them too.
True. We should all just run away from them.
Armina's not gonna. He's gonna into whatever threats she volunteers to.
Mina's in front for sure. Build up.
We
Activated
thought
the map.
last time you were careful walking into the horrible swamp.
Oh boy. We have a repair kit, right?
Yes, I have one.
Looking at that shield is probably gonna take
Yeah,
some.
for shield breaks, I can repair it.
Take some.
Take like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
You'll fix it up.
Can you see the map?
Not yet.
It's currently
Yeah,
loading.
97%.
97%.
Ah, it's loading still. Okay.
Yeah.
We're loading the godlight. The light. 3% of that.
Oh yes, the flies. I remember this noise.
Terrible,
horror.
ominous buzzing.
Yeah.
Are they tiny and very close, or are they very large and far away?
No. Are you live, Jonas? Oh, you're on Twitch, right? I was like,
Huh?
I don't see anything. I don't see anything on YouTube. Yeah, you're on Twitch, right?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
because YouTube. Weirdly, I have considered just streaming upload. I had a hook in between my Twitch account and my YouTube channel, so I could just click a button and it automatically uploaded to YouTube. That has broken, so now I need to do it manually, and I'm getting tired of it.
But it was so easy to set up
Yeah.
connection thing. You could probably do that like in a minute.
Let me
Yeah, I'm
test
pretty sure
something really quick.
literally just a link to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I tried, but it didn't work like this time
What?
around.
Okay, now the revealed fog of war stays revealed
Hey.
as requested.
Right.
And
Oh yeah. What has changed, if anything?
as you approach, you can see that it is actually fairly reasonably sunny. As far as the morning goes, it's heavy like dewdrops hanging around everything. The fog is still ever present, as are the noises. But as far as you can see, nothing really changed.
All right.
Right. In line with how exploration works in Pathfinder edition, then probably determine our actions as we proceed here. Activities.
Right. I guess. Hmm.
I will probably avoid notice because I have my trap sense that allows me to set traps. So searching for the fine.
Okay. I think I will. I haven't been doing this last time. I didn't really realize it existed, but it seems very prudent for me as someone who has all the knowledge skills. I will investigate as my exploration action, which is where's that? Trying to
Okay, you
find
can
it.
use.
There you go. There.
Yeah, for things like that, I think it still makes a lot of sense for me to roll that.
Yes, that one.
secretly.
Yes, those ones are you because you would be the only one who would know.
Yeah.
When, where, and why. Yeah. So. But just state that I am, so you can keep an eye out for those things.
Yep. Private blind? I think blind. You didn't see that roll, did you?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Private.
Dancer is avoiding notice.
Well, I saw that you did a private roll.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
want to?
fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know whether you wanted to like just not see it at all rolled. Cool.
No, I
Um,
think it's just to avoid like, oh, you rolled a 1 on your stealth, which you know, so now you don't actually stealth.
Yeah, I understand.
yeah. I guess Amina defends, right? Seems
Yeah, I mean, I would
Raise
scout.
the shields or
all right. Yeah, that's fair. And I
Uh,
guess I will.
Yeah.
search, I guess. Right? You're quite receptive, probably.
I could search.
Oh,
Suppose.
pretty good. What do you have in perception?
Mm, got a 7.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Not
Mine's
terrible.
5, so
You know,
yeah.
and someone's doing it then.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, Amina could either. Amina doesn't need to raise her shield because she has a reaction that just
yeah.
lets her
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that. She could either scout, which means a +1 to everyone's initiative, or I guess search as well. She has a +7.
Yeah, just do a
And
double
thematically,
search.
I think double search is good. Yeah,
Sure.
just in case.
though scout thematically is her going in front by like a bit, which is also
Right. I think you guys should move Amina though. I'm just gonna control her in combat.
Okay. I can't control her though because we don't have access to each other's sheets or anything or actors.
Oh.
So yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Probably fix that. For now, I'm gonna make everyone the owner of Amina. There you go.
All right.
Hey.
All right, Dan. So you take responsibility for moving her. I think.
All right.
Sure. Front.
Go, go, go. Oh,
Oh my.
Here's the window. That last time.
Sheep, it's worth noting that you might have selected something else because I see a folder in the actor list now. I haven't clicked into it, but I see an Abomination Vault folder.
What? That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah. I didn't click into it because I assumed that wasn't supposed to be there. But just so you know.
Still?
Yes. Did you like box select us? Because there might be whatever you selected, including dead creatures, might have been added to all ownership, and it shows the folder for me. Maybe. I don't know what's in there, but maybe there's not that many, because you might have selected like dead tokens
Do you mean in the
in the actor list.
the actor list? How?
How? Why? When?
I see too. I could look in there if you want.
I don't
know.
I won't tell anyone what I see.
And
For you.
then we just hear America like, my God.
I have to.
Cannot be
yeah.
part of this anymore.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me connect on my
It
desk.
is-
Yeah, that
My
makes sense
face,
actually. Then you can
There's
see
too
what we
much
see.
skin on my.
Is there a
Actually,
button to like
I am
see as?
Seraph now.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
It is punched.
hey, Sarah's is here. Who's that?
Hey, Big Sareth.
Hey.
I only see the party.
Weird.
Well, maybe because you weren't logged in when we were given access to whatever it
Maybe
is.
all of you give Foundry a quick refresh.
Yeah, sure. Why don't do that? Maybe it doesn't update like that. Maybe like the visuals are still there.
Hopefully it works.
Refresh.
Yeah. I presume what happened is that she gave us ownership over like something that showed the folder. Maybe when you were giving.
I just right clicked on Armina. I don't think I had anything else selected.
Ah, weird.
But
Then
I
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
We're seeing Sarah's secret folder
Yeah, maybe.
It's the Abomination.
in the vault.
Yep.
True Abomination. Yeah.
Without humans were the Abominations all along.
No.
Wow. So relatable.
Yeah.
The lesson is global warming. God.
Let's see. No, I don't see it anymore. So I guess that was it.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Yeah, if you see that in the future, do not open that.
No, of course not. No.
Under no circumstances.
Yeah.
It will not give you a metagame advantage. It will just spoil story
Or,
things.
yeah. No, I just wanted to
I-
tell you because obviously, you know.
Would like to open these doors to take a look just to scout this out.
Yeah, we've been.
To make sure that this damn fly hasn't come.
Oh, true.
Oh, there's still a destroyed body of a fly.
Alright.
Here's a question sheet.
Yes.
Are the bodies like picked over here? Like, have creatures been here to eat them or anything? Or are they kinda untouched?
You could give me a medicine. There aren't any obvious signs of them having been completely picked clean. Like the bodies are still like decaying.
Alright.
But you could give me a medicine.
I will use my assurance then to give get a 15.
All right. With a 15, you can tell. Not really.
No wolves then.
No wolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is,
Right.
of course, before you move there,
Yes.
you of course remember that there's also the body of the dead frog that has just been sitting there with its back legs gnawed off for a while. Doesn't seem like any other creature actually seems to want to approach.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I guess normal like swamp creatures avoid the place. As we explore this carefully here, the dancer will use to himself. Oh, Rogar, you mentioned the strange altar chapel and what it was dedicated to. Wonder, given the otherworldly light with the strange shinings from the lighthouse itself, do you could it be that lighthouse is like a beacon? Is it a ghost light? Is it meant to draw these creatures somehow? The lighthouse that is landlocked. Everyone has been like, "Oh, what is it for?" But this is dedicated to meaningless deaths and ghosts. That's what the lighthouse is, pulling spirits here.
Could be, certainly. If you're going to place such a thing, then near the swamp would be a good place. Lots of people falling in or trying to explore something. Tragedy all around it.
Because spirits, when we destroyed the skeletons, the light left chapel, flew out. Curious if they actually went to the lighthouse itself. Carefully picks through the rubble.
Perhaps.
Should we go back in then?
I. Oh. One
Place.
thing, Sheep.
Hmm.
I assume Armina managed to install the shield sconce on her shield. So you
Sure.
could probably put like a torch or something on her for light, so she can.
I can give her a torch.
Just
Sure.
rapidly moving around so they can see the map.
Yep.
Side.
Yeah. So
Connect
check
that with
this
the
out.
I don't believe we've gone through here yet, though.
No, I just want to. I think down here was the
That was
Midfoot
the
King
chieftain's area. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
take a peek.
Torch is lit. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's I like that.
Hey,
Feels warm.
I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
oh,
needed
and
here, but
to your north there, you are a dwarf.
I am.
You know stone.
I have dwarven lore.
You can roll me some dwarven lore.
I would love to. It's a 22.
So you, I mean, Downstairs has talked about a bit about what he knows of like the Rose Guard timeline and when this all happened. The stones to the north specifically seem incredibly well preserved, considering it's supposedly been 500 years since anyone actually lived in this place.
Okay.
Like specifically, like this wall. And looking around, really, the rest of the place, like this doesn't look like 500 years of decay. This looks like much less. Like still years of decay, obviously, but not 500. This entire
Okay.
place should be way more rubble.
Hmm. Yeah, he'll point that out. That is interesting.
Dancer,
yes,
you're skulking off on your own.
yes, I'm just trying to reveal the map a little bit.
Okay, are you actually traveling there or just revealing your memory, so to speak?
I was revealing my memory, but
Okay.
we were discussing if we wanted to return to the chapel and take Hess.
Okay, if you just want to reveal, that's fine. If you want to travel off there on your own, do tell me.
No, I'm not separating the party.
Uh,
But you could.
I
feel
could. I
free.
mean, I could.
yeah, I mean, sounds like a great idea. Torvald will point out the clear like discrepancy in weathering here. Like, the age here seems different.
So would that mean that this place was built much more modern times, or that is sort of enhancement that keep it preserved, although it doesn't look very.
Could be both. I just know that it is not the same as before us. Yeah, let's go here. Let's open this door.
All right.
Let's get ready to breach.
We'll open the door carefully.
The door to the north is sturdy and actually a well intact door that does not just open. Like she tries the handle, it rattles. It's clearly locked.
Aha!
Does any of our keys work that we have with us?
Let
Yep.
me check.
Have the key with the book and the key with the lighthouse symbol on it.
Why don't we try the lighthouse one? I
Try
think the
both.
book one was the other place.
Maybe.
Actually, apologies. The door is not locked. It appears to just be stuck.
Oh,
Mm,
well, Armina is strong.
yeah.
All right, she'll try to force it open
Yes, force it open.
with an athletics check. Can I do this? She probably has a +8. Is that right?
Yes.
Seems about right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which is exactly enough.
Hey.
Wonderful.
Oh.
She smashes the door open, revealing a... Well, the most obvious feature of this room is a large blood stain in its center. The smooth walls of this circular room are painted a light grey, with no indication of seams between blocks of stone. A set of iron stairs winds upwards along the curved walls, before terminating at a trapdoor in the ceiling, nearly 100 feet above. A red bloodstain glistens on the floor at the room's center, as though a human-sized creature bled to death on the floor very recently, despite there being no body inside.
Well,
Safe to
something
say.
happened here since we last visited.
Yes.
Ryan, this is time to be very careful here. You
Yeah.
try
And
to.
something that must have come through a different door.
Is there any other exits? Well, we're not actually. I can't really see well into the room, so.
I mean, I will take a step inside. She does see a door to the west.
Okay. Possibly through there then. Should we go take a look?
Uh,
I wanted to try to detect a haunt.
okay.
Is that a thing I can do? I can like look for signs that this is a haunted place.
That would be a seek perception.
Because I have a feeling that if something horribly bled in the big ghostly ghost tower, then
Yep.
it could be haunted.
Big, freshly glistening pool.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna have a look around. Oh man, look at that.
Hey.
That is a 26. You
Peer at-
look around, peering at the blood specifically. You do notice it's like it's rippling
Oh.
occasionally, with no clear indication what's causing the movement. And from it might just be the angle they're currently standing at, but the puddle looks deep, despite obviously it can't be that deep. I mean, it looks as if there was like a massive pool of blood that goes much deeper than it actually is.
I mean, I get out of the room.
Amina steps back.
That pool of blood, 2 meters deep. Not a hole in the floor though, and it's moving. Don't know if this is some sort of ghostly effect or if perhaps that isn't quite what it looks like.
Then step back a second, and he
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that twice.
Yeah. He's not gonna shoot at it, but he's gonna use a cantrip here. He's gonna produce flame and attempt to hit it with his cantrip. Do I need to roll for this or?
Not really.
Okay.
It's an unmoving feature on the floor.
Yeah.
As you throw a small ball of flame towards it, it sizzles slightly as it contacts, as if it hit like a pool of blood. Like
Okay.
the blood ripples a bit as like a slight scorch stain in its center where you hit, but that's all that happens.
All right. Second option. Detect magic. It will send out a pulse.
You send out a pulse of detect magic, and oh boy, there is magic.
Okay.
Confirmed. Magic.
All right. Magic's here. Does the blood doesn't really
Well-
count as an object though, does it? Is there any objects in that room, or is it just empty?
It's a featureless grey room, smooth walls with a puddle of blood in it.
Dancer will look over to Armina, hand her his 10-foot pole.
Alright, she'll take it. She gets what you're laying down.
Alright. Poke the blood, I guess.
Poke the blood with the 10-foot pole. Surely nothing bad will come of this.
Yeah.
She pokes the blood. It ripples slightly.
All right.
Do you like push the pole into it?
Yeah. Can the pole go down into it?
Does not appear so, no. It's just a puddle of blood on top of the floor. It looks deep, though, but it's not.
How mysterious.
Is this a stairwell or what is this like? Is this like?
It is a circular, like catwalk-like stairwell.
Ah.
Oh,
Like a set of iron stairs winding up 100 feet.
in that case, I think Armina will retract the pole, sling it over her back, and then like have the shield and the whip ready, like glaring at the at the blood pool.
Alright.
Perhaps we should perform an exorcism,
Yeah.
like with the kobolds. You know,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
See if I can get in here.
be sure.
Oh god. Okay. You know what?
Dancer. You can step in as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to. So the only way I can like get to that door is to go in the middle,
Close
right? Because the
door.
catwalk is blocking my way. Chip.
Sorry, come again?
If I want to go to the door, I have to go through the middle because the catwalk is
No,
blocking.
it's
like-
over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
so I can
starts
go.
to the north and then winds around.
I'm gonna sidle around the edges here.
Right.
Yeah, here.
Also, that little icon you see to the north there is the trapdoor. Don't click on it. I don't know what will happen.
Okay. I don't see it because I turned it off.
Okay. Yeah, you can go there. The blood does not, in fact, attack you.
Alright, I'll try the door while I'm looking in the middle. Is it openable?
The door to the west is a sturdy wooden door with like a 1-foot square window with iron bars in it. You click the handle and it just swings open.
Alright, let's go out. Let's get out of here.
I try to do what I did to the kobolds using my very knowledge of religion. What am I supposed to do as a cleric when I find a pool of weird magic blood? You know? Surely there's some sort of rite for this.
Well, you could give me a religion to recall knowledge.
Recall some knowledge about weird pools of blood.
What do I know about weird pools of blood?
Generally speaking, weird pools of blood are probably bad news and should be removed, mostly for the hygienic components of it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Will I get like tuberculosis or something? Random body fluids.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Well, how do I go about this? Don't have any.
If I use
Sure,
prestidigitation, can I clear the blood?
you could attempt to.
It's 10 feet, so if I stand at the 10 feet away, I can attempt. So I guess I will go back in. Let me just try and go here.
Would be a shame if we didn't help this guy clear his evidence. You know.
I'll see what happens. I will attempt to clean. Oh, it's an object though.
The
It's not an
floor.
object. I guess it's
it's
for an
not
object.
an object.
No,
Floor's an object.
no, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
An object of one bulk.
Yeah, no,
Or
that
less.
doesn't work. All right, well,
You
I
dip the
tried.
pole in it, clean the pole, and then
Yeah.
Okay,
see if that works.
sure.
Yeah, you could
It's like a cleaning toy. I just focus on the 10-foot pole and you just sweep
Yeah.
it. It's like a mop, but just
Mop, yeah.
magical mop.
you could tie a rag to the pole.
Yeah.
And then start
Oh,
wiping.
sure.
Clean the
Let's
rag,
do that.
and then
Sure, why not? Try that.
You can attempt that. It would, however, take you quite a bit of time, you estimate.
If people want it gone, then I guess we'll do it.
Just saying, it seems like bad luck to leave a strangely, perhaps sentient pool of evil blood behind us.
All right, let's clean the sentient evil blood potentially.
Alright, 1 second, my food is here.
Okay.
The blood says.
Yes.
Yeah, the blood.
As the door slams shut.
Locking dens outside with the
Yep.
2 panthers or something.
As a displacer
is here.
beast manifests.
See, what I saw from the window up there that my character doesn't notice is this remarkably ready-to-go boat. That's
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
I figure that somebody has been here with their wonderful boat.
It's a bit late for food, isn't it? Or does he mean like HelloFresh?
No,
or
sheep eats at crazy time.
Oh, I see. I didn't know this aspect of sheep.
That is not gonna fly when you're over here this summer, let me tell you that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, he ain't eating when I'm asleep.
Eating pizzas at midnight. Well, maybe.
Well, for pizza,
Ooh.
maybe I'd agree.
When
Right,
is Swedish
back.
dinner time?
Depends on the. But
Too early.
we eat at 6.
All right, well, same.
Yeah, I ordered food like 30 minutes ago because I realized I hadn't eaten dinner yet.
Oh, sheep.
I just ordered a burger. It's fine. Alright, you wipe at the blood.
Yes.
Oh, we don't wipe the party.
We
Um,
just had to say that, didn't you?
Well,
you are expecting something to happen, but it does not come to pass.
All right.
The blood does not resist. It like moves slightly, also slightly rippling. It reflects the light as if it were very deep. But you can wipe and clean the rag and wipe and clean the
Alright.
rag, and it does get less.
What's
It
above
does.
it?
Above it is
the
looking
maw.
up.
Yeah.
You can see that there's a trapdoor in the ceiling.
Like straight above
Probably
the-
straight above. Probably leading to the top of what must be the actual lighthouse.
Hmm.
That's one way down.
Should we check up there first or outside?
No, let's go outside first.
Yeah, after about an hour or so, you can wipe away most of the blood.
Sure.
Good work.
All right.
Stepping outside.
Yeah. I was excited to go outside. Only to remember that it's like a disgusting swampland.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's not much better.
Tolfin does see 2 things that catch his eye here. One of them is a boat. A boat in very good condition, in fact.
Oh.
Anchored to the dilapidated pier. And behind said boat, a floating light. Like a ball of fireflies, a wisp of light sort of bobbing around slowly.
Oh, what is it? Hmm. You can point it out. Is it just stationary?
Well, I believe.
I also meant that Roger sees those things.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. I don't see anything.
We're gonna see sees it bob and ball light, and he thinks, what was the creatures that were associated with the empty death?
Will-o-wisps.
Wisps.
Don't follow the light.
All right.
This boat here is good condition. Those
Chances
bring
are
it back.
Decent
Maybe we
then.
could earn a little bit from it.
that someone is here around.
Well, someone certainly was. Wasn't us.
Oh.
Leave a boat out like this. Few nights of rain in a swamp like this. But gotta treat the hull. Work it
Yeah.
well.
The pier itself, like most of it is like collapsed into the swamp. The boards look moldy and soggy and ancient. The boat itself looks, I mean, like a boat. recently built in perfect condition, really.
Hmm.
Check over here. It looks like
Perfect
there's a
boat.
door.
Yes, it leads
Hut,
into some sort of
boathouse.
boathouse. Yeah.
Let's have a look at it.
Right. Found.
I mean, Roger will say, hello? Anyone here?
You get no response.
Around the corner.
You see a ruined stone-walled building. The southern portion that you're currently sneaking past is just collapsed. The shelves and boats within are decayed into heaps of rot, moss. Although the campfire looks fairly recent.
Okay. And Dancer will fall out. The remnant of a campfire. Recent.
That pushes open the door. Oh,
Who
Well-
would be exploring here except us?
he'll give a trying kick to this door.
The door collapses as you do.
Oh, that's a precarious way to get up here. Looking at the broken, crappy bridge.
Here.
Is the boat tied up well with rope or something?
It looks to be, yeah.
Okay, or it is good with nuts.
Alright, well.
Tells us something.
Seems to be another bridge to the northern part of the keep. Perhaps whoever is here might be in there.
Let's have a look.
Skulk up here.
Wouldn't it be convenient if it was who we were looking for?
That would be very convenient. Let Armina go first.
Big.
Old bridge. Oh.
Yeah, the bridge does creak as you step on it. But it's only a fairly small gap that surely it'll hold. On a little smaller island next to this one, you see a single-story building sitting amidst the fake reeds.
If Dancer looks towards the chapel over here, is there weird, strange lights coming from it?
You don't see anything in this light currently. It's probably too bright outside.
Dancer shudders visibly.
You cannot see if it's watching back.
Exactly. That's why I don't like. There are eyes in the windows. They were looking at us. There's aeons from beyond the stars.
Performing their strange dance.
Yeah, they're bacchanal.
Masquerade.
The bacchanal of the meaningless death. Yeah, inspect.
Yep.
The doors, pushes at them. They are stuck.
Alright. Not locked, but stuck.
They seem just stuck.
Alright.
No,
So
he's just
so when we went through that last one, was it obviously barricaded or is it just stuck?
Which last one?
The one into that circular room. This one.
No, probably just old.
Okay.
seems like someone stayed here and went into the lighthouse to then fall to their horrible death.
Yeah, maybe. But where's
Probably
the body
to
in
their
that
own
case?
blood. Or got eaten by whatever lives up there.
Maybe.
But let's see what's in here then.
Yep. Time to force this open.
All right. Amina will kick the door open.
You're so brave.
Kick the door open.
Yes. Oh.
Thump. Fails. Frowns at the door.
We're gonna take a look around here.
Yeah, going past the bush there would take an acrobatics to balance across the edge precariously.
Okay. Past this one, you mean?
Yeah.
I
I can
want to see if there's
probably
another
do
way
it.
in, but Might be too risky there.
Good.
I mean, I have good acrobatics. I just don't want to fall in.
That's fair enough. Have some rope if you do.
Yeah. How about you tie me up and I'll try and take a peek.
Sure.
I mean, tie rope to me and I'll take a look.
Tie me up.
Yeah. Let's roll this check. Sheep. This seems like a fun way to.
Okay, give me an acrobatics.
All right. 22.
Yeah, that is plenty.
All right. So I can sidle across here, no issue.
Yes.
Oh,
not
not
into
to
the
the void.
darkness.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh god!
No.
He's lost.
Emptiness.
Block fire.
All right. So I
He
can
Salt
get
has
very
void.
good.
Yeah. Is there any
but-
windows here?
You see neither window nor door.
Like a bunker? It is.
We'll
It's like a
continue.
warehouse or something that windows. I mean, the main keep has windows. What if storehouses?
Okay.
We're out of rope at this point, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a very long rope.
Very long
I
rope.
see the rope go around the corner. Like, keep going.
He'll call out and say, "There's no. I would have to go further."
We're out of
Find a
rope.
way. Hmm. Surely. Alright. Is there any like noises or anything like going on around me here?
Give me a perception.
Yeah, this seems prudent to check before I continue. It's a 10.
Only the general sounds of the swamp, the occasional croak, occasional
Alright.
sound of buzzing.
Okay.
To your south, you can see the light sort of bobbing about. Looks like a string of lights.
Okay. And it's moving around?
Yeah, it's slowly drifting one way then the other. Not going with the wind, but not moving like aggressively either.
Alright. Keep an eye on it. He'll sidle down here. So if I were to, is there a door there, like where the bridge goes into?
There does seem to be a door.
Okay.
The pier, however, looks very, very like rickety. Parts of it, especially the southern part, already collapsed into the swamp.
Right. Hmm. I'm gonna try and like get onto the square of the pier, like that's by the door here.
All
Do you
right.
need another check from me?
No, you can step there if you like.
Yes.
Right, as you try to put your weight
Yeah.
onto the rotted wood, the entire thing
Oh dear.
collapses. But luckily, you're standing on the piece that, while it does give a bit of way, it seems to stay at least somewhat stable. The angry string of lights, now angry, seems to like flit towards your direction as if looking at you. It
I
doesn't
mean,
immediately move.
I'm going through the door if it's available.
Oh yeah. Probably a good idea because it will come investigating.
Yeah, I'm going in.
You open the door.
I get in and I close the door behind me.
Right. You stop, push the door shut immediately.
Okay.
As you hear like faint, not buzzing, but like some almost, what's the word? Like warbling sound. Faint light drifting under the door.
Yeah, no,
Don't move.
I want them, so stay here.
Before you hear a different voice. Basically right next to you.
Oh, hi.
As it says, "Who are you? Are you here to ruin this place even further?" So you look around. It's not trying to hide. Looking at you seems to be a like winged doll. eyes drawn on, the beak in quotation marks, just a carved piece of wood as it moves with slight mechanical movements sort of towards you, extending its arms as if trying to seem larger as it says, "Are you an intruder?"
No, no. In fact, I'm looking for someone who has been lost here.
Oh, many have been lost here. I mean, look at this place. Knowledge. I mean, I'm technically lost. And Master Ezrene is he coming back? Do you know? Who are you?
Recall knowledge. Who is that person he just mentioned to me?
Alright, give me a society.
All right. Do you want to roll that one?
Sure. Where is it? This. You have no idea.
Well,
Like,
he'll be honest.
Even
Yeah,
your feet doesn't give you one.
yeah, that's fair. He'll shake his head and say, "I don't know when they will return. Uh, however, uh, why are you here? Are you also lost? You mentioned."
Why am I here? I live here, and you most certainly do not. No, no, I know your type. You break into these places and take all the valuables that you can see. But you will not take this one. You will take nothing out of this place.
Well, if I promise to take nothing, will you let me leave?
Oh, after I'm done with you, the question is whether you can still leave. I will make you an offer. You throw yourself into the swamp and drown, and I won't kill you.
What is this thing?
It,
Shape.
it appears to be some sort of doll-like construct that is slowly strutting towards you.
He'll look at it. Say, no. That's quite rude of you, actually.
We'll pause a second here. The rest of you, like seconds before, heard like the pier to the southwest break, the light sort of angrily moving north. You don't hear the details, but you suddenly hear like a raised voice.
We need to get in quickly.
Well, how much do we actually know is happening?
We hear a raised voice. We need to
Like
go.
you hear two voices, one of which is Dolphin's, the other raised and angry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. Mina, get this door
Yeah, we
open.
need to kick down these doors. Use these. These are battering rams. Anything, just break it down.
All right, she'll try again. If I can find the thing for it. There we go.
I can assist. Right, that's the thing.
You can assist, sure.
I'm not bad at this either.
I believe you make an athletics to aid.
Try as well, I suppose.
Aid for 17. It is a typical DC is 20 to aid.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Might as well just do it then.
yeah, might as well just roll
Yeah.
normal at that point.
Yeah, it's you don't really. It's hard to work together.
Apparently.
But Amina just smashes the door open,
Hey. Go, go, go.
revealing a ruined study full of books. As we're gonna go into initiative now.
Sure.
You can roll initiative.
Hmm.
Filthy room. Lovely.
Has books strewn about and all kinds of things. Also, Torfin, for you, the
Yes.
floor of this room is uneven terrain because there's glass scattered about everywhere.
Okay.
I
Um,
weren't
which
added to the
means
initiative for some reason.
You do that yourself. You can just right click yourself with Windows. Get shield with 2 swords. Click that. Yeah.
7, 6. Uneven ground means you need to balance or risk falling prone.
Okay.
You are flat-footed on the uneven ground. And each time you are hit by an attack or fail a save on uneven ground, you must succeed at a reflex save or fall prone.
Okay.
The doll opens initiative. And it goes first. Begin encounter. As it will suddenly screech and with mechanical movements charge at you while he shouts, "Who are you? Who are you really? You are an intruder. I will do things to you that you can't even imagine." He will try to intimidate you.
Oh, okay.
He is not even trained in intimidate though, so it's gonna be embarrassing.
Oh, okay. Well, who knows? He might have a stronger luck. Oh,
He rolled a crit fail on his intimidate. What does that even mean?
what does that do? Yeah,
Laugh at him.
I think I would.
Critical
Yeah.
failure. No, that's coerce. Demoralize? No, it just does nothing.
Okay.
And then to drive his point home, really, he will strike you
Okay.
with sudden, actually incredible speed,
That's
throwing
it.
itself at you
Yes.
for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's pretty
The
Alright.
good.
magic propels this creature forward.
So I need to make a save or something now.
You must make a reflex save with the DC equal to the balance, which is. I wish it would tell me. DC 11.
You joking me?
That's a
Ah,
failure.
alright.
You fall prone and take 1 point of piercing damage from the glass shards.
Okay. Sure. I did that.
Part of this might just be surprise, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
As the doll will punch you again. You're now flat-footed and prone.
Sure.
Where is prone?
I don't know.
Quickened? You're not quickened. There's prone. Will punch in a fury while yelling incoherently.
That's it.
And of 6 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Alright. Amina is gonna fucking book it.
Sounds good.
She will move her 1 action, 2 actions, open the door. 3 actions. Rogo.
Well, really much to do here except for just that, really. Here. Over there. 1. Two. And it can get there as a 3.
Alright. Dolphin, you're prone, being pummeled by a strange mechanical doll.
Okay. I will get up. First of all. Then I will attempt to balance. To be able to move my speed through this without falling.
Alright.
It's here somewhere. I saw it like 2 seconds ago. There we are. Believe that's a crit success?
It is, which means you can move your full speed. You don't even treat it as difficult terrain.
Great. I'll get over here. And
That
So
was 25 though.
oh, am I not? Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of.
You could have reached here.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I'm getting very confused with the diagonals. Is opening a door an action? I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
So
That's
standing up, balance to move your speed, opening the door. That's reactions.
okay. Do I want to open the door? No. I'm gonna strike him back.
All right.
Seems prudent. Yeah. Let's do that. Someone's gonna get through the door anyway. Hopefully. Strike. That's a hit.
That is most definitely it.
That's it's 3 damage.
Let me see. Yes, you strike the door with your short bow. You chip off some of the wood like of its beak. It flails its weird, like, clothy wings as it garbles insults. You ruffian, you intruder, you are just here to make things worse. Well, I will not let you.
Alright, well, I'm done.
Dancer.
Yeah, we need to move quickly as we can here. I think. Oh boy. Alright, Elven speed. Let's go. On. Oh, time to move.
You're trying to move through a closed door. Yep.
Doors are closed.
They are closed.
Well, here then.
Great. The door will catapult itself towards Thorfinn here.
Does it also have to balance?
That is a good question. He does? Question mark? Does he have a fly speed? Oh, he flies. All right.
Oh, okay.
He flaps with its weird wings. He does only have a speed of 20 though, so there's 2 actions to get to you.
Yeah.
And then he will try to punch you.
Alright.
Basically, it's just throwing itself into you. Really, it's more of a headbutt. Really,
More of a crit, that's what it is.
that is in fact a crit. Let me see. Yeah, you're still flat-footed because of the terrain, so this
Yeah.
is in fact a crit.
Yep.
The doll, without moving its beak, says, "You ruffian, take this!" 20.
Ouch.
Oh dear. Okay.
It's bad.
Yeah. As you get punched, the last thing you see is the gem embedded in the doll's creature lighting up for just a second as it smacks you with supernatural strength. Amina will move, really. Go here. The doors are closed.
Move through us and open the door.
Yeah, it'll take both her actions, but I'll let her do both. As she'll see the thing waving her torch shield at it, sword drawn. Probably wouldn't take it seriously in the beginning, but there's also the collapsed body of Thorfinn right next to it.
Yeah.
Roga.
Ah. A horrible monster. Well, Let's see. Can I? Yeah, probably not undead. I don't think.
No, some sort of golem, maybe.
Well, it needs to calm down,
I suppose.
and it's very slow, as it were. So he'll reach out to. Calm down there. You're being very loud. You know, get some relaxing done, and I'll use my focus spell to make him real full.
Over stuff.
He's eating a huge meal.
You
That he
seem
just,
hungry. How about some
I don't know where
food?
the puppets eat stuff, but you know, whatever he eats, he gets way too much of it.
Souls, probably.
All right. He'll roll a save.
Oh. Oh well.
He succeeds. He
Yeah.
is also, in fact, immune to the second condition because he's a construct.
Oh.
As he completely ignores your attempts at influencing him and says, I know what you are. You are intruders here to destroy Master Ezrena's workshop even further. Well, I will not let you. I am a good goblin who does everything a goblin should. Yes,
Yeah.
Or do you have an action left?
I do, but I got nothing to do with it.
You
Can you-
could
can-
recall knowledge
Intimidate the thing.
or intimidate. There's always something you can do with your action. Skipping an action is never a good thing.
The power of what compels you. Let's say I kind of want to just nah. I don't really. This thing is pitiful. Yeah. So well, my magics are greater than your master's ever was. He does, but I'm not really good at intimidating people. I'm too friendly.
He
Yeah.
wobbles around with his like mechanical movements and says, "How dare you even? You do not know the master as I do. He is a magnificent genius." Don't you?
Out. Okay. Well, we're still not open. Here. Go. He'll move here. He will spend one action on battlefield medicine with a assurance medicine. So Torfin will as 14 as Dancer moves in, floating on top of the glass almost as he pulls out the many tools and bombs or whatever he has, and just sort of, I guess he just got some quick healing, like first aid spray, pretty much, and just douses Torfin in it on the floor there. And then with his remaining action, he will try to strike this goal by flanking because Armina has a whip.
You are.
And
It should detect her automatically, but I'll mark him flag.
Targeting on medical sword. Let's do it. Oh. I'm gonna hero point this. Hit.
And you have the magic sword and everything, so you have the best chance of hitting than any of us.
Sick. Oh well. I tried my
The doll
best.
moves with surprising speed. It looks like a crude creature, but its movements are fluent and erratic.
A 500-year-old goblin familiar thing.
Often, you are conscious.
Get up. Yeah, I mean, I have to balance again, right? So.
Oh yeah, I forgot that for Armina and Dancer as well.
I'll balance.
Although Yep, you make it.
All right.
I think it's only relevant if you actually get hit and want to move inside this. It shouldn't have
1,
changed anything, I don't think.
2. Hey, yeah, recall knowledge. Fuck is this? What is this thing?
Alright, I'll roll the skill for you. Well, it is probably some sort of servant creature that should basically have only minimal mind and not much strength. Or there's something else entirely that you really don't know about.
All right. That's my turn.
But you're fairly certain that the gem in its back has something to do with it. But it seems unlikely that you can do something about that in combat.
Okay. Well, I mean, he'd point it out. Be like, ah. The
Yeah,
gem, I guess.
basically, it's a crit fail. You only
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the obvious, really.
Yeah, that's fine. I
It's
am done.
Mr. Beak's turn, who will turn its head like in a sudden movement, trying to maybe look at Roger with its painted-on eyes. Its movements certainly look angry as it expands its like clothy wings as it says, "Oh, I will give you a taste of the master's magic that he has given me," and will cast a spell.
Depends on the
That
spell,
would
but attack of
provoke.
opportunity. Oh, that's definitely it has concentrate. So
Yeah,
I made
then
it.
Armina will whip him us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably.
He wants to prove his magic superiority right now. He'll take that. Amina will whip. The attack
I noticed
opportunity.
Because she's a fighter.
Well, a creature within your reach uses a manipulate or move action. Is
Well,
this a
it
manipulate?
is says
It
manipulate
is.
in the spell. So
Then it
Yes.
is. Yep. All right. Flail.
if she
Flail?
crits, she can disrupt it. So
I thought she had a whip.
Then she had a whip.
yeah.
whatever she's got on her for now.
Yeah, I think the flail is what he actually wanted to use.
Yes?
For a 17, that is not quite a crit. But it does do a bunch of damage.
Did that take into account the flank as well?
Yes.
Wow, that's a shame. Almost got it.
Oh wait, that was targeting Roga even. It's still not a crit.
Oh, okay.
But he does take 7 damage, as then Roga gets to make a will save.
So there isn't a magic attack on this thing, but I have a thing, being a dwarf, that I have bonuses to saving throws against magic. When do we know that something is magic?
That is in the spell itself. It has the occult tag, therefore it is magic.
Okay.
So it is a magical saving throw. You can use your reaction, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we got to see how it goes. Go. Oh, I'm good at will saves.
That is a normal fail. You take
Oh!
What?
that is not right.
I explode.
Yeah, he's dead.
Just
What the
melt.
fuck?
64, 94 persistent damage.
No, that is right because it is a level 3 spell. You take 14 mental damage and 3d4 persistent mental damage.
Fuck.
Oh, I
You also
Okay.
second one.
Quite the spell, holy crap.
Yeah, sure is.
As the doll suddenly glows in an ominous purple light that shoots towards Roga's head. Suddenly. He feels really bad.
he does.
Before the doll, no, not Flathead, will turn towards Armina and say, "Begone, you two! Stop poking me!"
Turn
That
to
is-
raise the shield.
Yes. No, she used her attack of opportunity. She no longer has a reaction left over.
Oh.
Which means 5 damage.
Seems
But its melee
seems-
attacks there are pitiful compared to its spellcasting. So.
Yes, yes. Certainly is.
Yeah, I mean, it murdered me with them, but yeah, it's
I mean, I will probably just
Imagine if we
raise her
crit-
shield as an action. She could also battle medicine.
Raise a shield.
Yeah, then she has a reaction for other things. Where's Razor Shield? No? Razor Shield. Right, she'll raise her shield. And then she will attack twice with her flail. Hoping for that juicy crit. But in fact... Oh, she's targeting herself. It would not have hit either way. She's gonna try again, but it seems really difficult to hit, so...
yeah, it does.
11? No.
Weird.
She's just agile. It is made out of mostly out of metal. It is a sturdy thing. Roga.
My brain.
Worth noting, you
Um,
take persistent at the end of your turn, not the start.
Yeah, no, it's still me.
Yeah.
What can I do to him? I could try to daze him. You
Good.
guys think he could be affected by mind stuff at all?
The construct? I don't know.
Sort of construct
I
thing?
don't know. I've crit failed my knowledge check, so I can't help
Oh,
you with it.
you usually cast a heal on myself. Tell you what. Well, I mean, he's not living, surely.
Who
Doesn't
knows?
look very alive.
So I could just use the AoE heal.
Yeah, that might be good.
Heal living
Sure.
people, and then all of us get a little bit.
Yeah.
2 of you guys have voted.
Nation.
Boom.
Wom wom wom.
Living creatures regain some hit points. 5.
That's good. I'll take it.
Kind of
Everything's
low
purple.
for like a 3-action heal.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really 15, right? Because it's
Does it increase with level?
it does.
That's something.
It goes by the level. It casts at the level highest level of spell I can cast. But that's 1 at the moment. It's just 1d8. That's it though. It's just 3 actions. 3.
3 actions. Dancer.
Yes.
Also,
Oh.
persistent damage. Make your recovery check.
Yeah, I need to that cover check. Nope. Well, I'm probably gonna go down next turn.
Mm.
Like super heal yourself next.
Yeah, but I have to do that every turn.
Yeah, I know. I know. We don't have many options here, unfortunately. I guess I'll try to strike it. What can I do here?
Sheep, you know the save he made for the spell, was it a normal success?
It was.
Yeah, it says he takes no persistent mental damage from
No,
a
I
normal
failed.
success.
No, it was a normal fail.
Oh, okay, sorry. Gotcha.
Yeah, he rolled a 13.
Nice.
Gosh, why are we rolling so weird?
Really, really badly.
It's like every time we just
2 is not gonna
die.
cut it.
Fishing for a crit.
Nope. You could try like an intimidate or something else.
I
with your
can't.
attack.
I'm not good at that at all. Or
I guess you can try to fish for the 20 then. I guess
I mean, what would be the DC of trying to intimidate this thing?
his will DC, his will save.
I suppose I can try.
His will save +10. You see then.
No,
You can save this, assuming you get at least a +6, or at least a 16 with the lowest.
care for your words, Torfin.
Maybe fear would work on him. It's a mental effect, though. I don't know if it works.
Just kill him.
I mean, I will be shooting him. Ah, fuck it. I'll just cast magic weapon on myself, and then I'll shoot him. That seems prudent. Fuck's sake. Alright, well, that's my turn.
Rolls are not in your favor here.
Because he's a high level enemy. We need to find ways to like debuff him. I
Debuff him,
tried.
yeah.
We don't have any
but
debuffing.
He's a construct. He would have been so full.
The
Mm.
construct throws itself at Amina here, shouting things like, "Be gone, you fool!" Before trying to intimidate her, which isn't gonna go too well, but that's what he does. No. Amina does not give a shit, but she might give a shit about the punches he throws. That is just a hit.
It's 12, fuck.
She will erase her shield.
She had it up already.
She
have
will
it.
shield block, rather. Can I link this? Yeah.
I think you just click block on the damage.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
you
there's a
click
block button.
And then damage
Oh, yeah.
after that. And it does.
Block. Damage. She has not raised her shield. That is a lie. I will do that manually. So she
It
would...
expired a bit.
I'm pretty sure that breaks her shield, right?
No, her shield is 20 hit points.
Oh, okay. Oh, it reduced by 5, but she takes the rest. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
That's nice.
That's more like it. The creature bonks against her shield. Let's see. I gave her the...
It says
her
it
shield.
expired. That's probably
Yeah.
why it's like,
It has to be renewed. But
yeah.
But it is on her currently. That's why I'm asking. It's not an action either. That is annoying.
yeah, it should definitely be an action she should have. But it's one of the default actions. You have to find it in the action library
Well,
actions thing here. And then
for now,
shield block,
she's gonna attack and
base
miss.
shield.
That's a critical miss even.
Hooray!
But I don't think
Unfortunate.
anyone can exploit that. Amina will certainly exploit this creature's face, hopefully.
Ready for exploitation.
There we go. I put the raise shield thing on Amina.
She will attempt to intimidate this thing as her first action here.
Roar!
Just because that seems like a thing to try. No. Then she'll attack twice. She's targeting herself. That is not ideal.
Ah,
17, which is a good hit. For 8. And then a second strike. Which is unfortunately a critical miss. The doll is starting to fall apart at its seams, but it's still moving with unerring speed. Roga.
We'll try to use battlefield medicine, I suppose.
sure.
DC. So crit then.
Alright.
Don't know that actually changes anything.
I think it does.
Play?
Battlefield medicine?
Attempt a medicine check with the same DC as retreat wounds and restore corresponding amount of hit points. So I assume if you
Corresponding
crit
means-
success,
yeah,
you
okay.
get the crit heal from it as well.
So you regain 48 hit points and your wounded condition is removed. If you have
Not with battlefield medicine. Unfortunately.
Oh, it's not. Okay, then just 48 hit points.
Just 48, yeah.
48, not bad.
It's pretty good.
Heal for 18, alright.
Just open up the kitchen, start eating everything in it.
My head hurts. Let me eat all these pills.
Yeah.
That's like a torture bolt he's been hit with.
Yeah.
I need that ethanol.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
And then I have to actually I'll cast days on him. See if I can.
Oh yeah. Maybe since he has like a weird soul gem, he can be affected with days.
Right, he will roll a
Ah,
roll save.
Oh, barely. Nice.
He fails.
that means he takes damage.
Well, roll me damage.
I will. Ah,
Takes 3 mental damage.
You brain damage.
Yeah.
That's good.
and now I get my recovery check. To my brain. Yeah, actually, I can just click it up here, right? And I get to do some myself. Okay, good.
Hey.
Hey. Gosh,
Ah.
persistence seems like the most lethal thing in this game. Holy moly.
Damage stops. Dancer.
Can I recall knowledge on this thing?
Sure.
What skill do I use?
Arcana or crafting?
Huh. At 20.
That is a it would be a critical success, except the 27 wouldn't be high enough, therefore it's only a normal success.
However, it's a nat 20,
Yeah.
which upgrades it one step.
Yeah, hence why it's a success and not a failure.
What?
The DC is 28.
Okay.
This is a weird creature.
What the fuck, Pathfinder?
It is bizarre and very niche. You get like some useful bit. It is immune to most physical conditions, like sickened, like unconscious even. It is also immune to things like poison and paralyzed. In addition to that, its weakest save would be, where do I see its saves? Hello? There. Would be its will save, actually. Its mind seems rather fragile.
Ah. Keep hitting it with. Keep assaulting its mind! It's weak willed.
Alright.
Fucking puppet thing.
Yeah. As then I will try to.
You need to get closer.
No, I can't get closer.
No, it's just because the thing is tiny. Therefore, it's like taking up a quarter of the space.
I can't physically get closer.
Yeah,
okay.
you
I
are
see.
adjacent.
Okay.
Is it flat-footed?
You're flanking, so yes.
Flank, yeah.
It should do that automatically. I'm just gonna apply it.
Do it.
That is a miss.
Shooting 420s. Hey!
Exactly.
Yeah, good job. Surely that will kill him.
11 damage from a magical elven sword.
Oh
It
my god.
damages it severely. It is like creaking. Its voice is like coming out like only sporadically, like half sentences. It's still throwing angry, like vaguely impolite sentences telling you to leave and also die while doing so. Often.
Finish
Alright.
it!
I'm set up here. So I'm gonna. Can you demoralize while untrained?
I think so.
I'm looking. I don't see a prerequisite. Yeah. He'll shout at it and say, "I'll send you back to your master in pieces." And he'll try to demoralize.
Oh.
No. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna spell strike now. Maybe I'll kill him. Let's see here. Reduce flame. There we go. Lord, my God. Well, I don't do anything. Never mind. I'm done.
Alright, it is time for Mr. Beak to keep assaulting. I mean, at this point, it's not gonna try like using words anymore. You don't seem very perceptive to its diplomacy. Or responsive, rather. That will just be a hit. She has a shield raised, supposedly, but really doesn't.
I have 21.
Yeah, that should be a miss. I don't know why it's not. I mean, I'm not a fighter. I'm just the GM.
You're a lover.
I don't have to know anything. 24, however, is a hit, as Mr. Beak will bludgeon her 5
Reaction
damage.
to shield block.
Yes, which means she takes no damage whatsoever from
Hey,
this.
shield's working.
And then Mr. Beak will just, in its frenzied flail, will attack a third time. Which misses. Amina standing strong against this magical creature.
Battering
And
away at
we'll
it.
get to retaliate.
Get it.
A
I was
straight
gonna
up die
flail.
for not quite a crit, but enough to hit it. 7 points of damage, which crushes the doll into bits and pieces.
Good riddance.
Oh,
Combat is over. Also, I forgot the combat music.
yes.
Damn it. The doll lets out a few word fragments, something along the lines of "Go! Leave! No! Destroy!" And then it just gets smashed and is quiet.
Dancer furtively pokes at it with his blade to make sure it's dead.
Yeah, it's in bits. The only thing really intact is like the fancy gem at its back.
Nice.
That should be investigated, probably.
Really
Yeah. Dancer will like sweep away some of the glass, on the floor. Maybe find a piece of furniture to sit down, and look over the party and says, "Well, healing." As he like pulls out the tool.
Yeah.
While you're winding down here, let me actually describe the room you're sitting in. As this appears to, as the doll hinted at, have once been an elegant workshop fallen into shambles. There are soggy strings of dripping moss hanging through cracks in the wooden domed roof above. Under your feet, there's hints of what must have once been a carpet, strewn about, broken glass just covering everything. At the sides, you see remains of workbenches and shelves of armatures and displays, definitely things that have been made out of glass once upon a time. And quite obviously, most likely once been used to craft and repair lenses for a lighthouse. The only thing still intact in this room, sitting in the southern edge of the wall, is a bejeweled spyglass sitting on a display rack that has survived the devastation.
Something for Torfin, I think. He likes looking at stars.
Can I cast Read Aura on the spyglass? Is it a magical thing?
You can.
Let's see. I'll post it out for you.
Dancer will patch up Rogar.
Takes a
Yeah.
minute to cast, so.
Alright. You start patching up Rogar, you start casting. As you do that, Dancer, you can
Yes.
see past Rogar's shoulder.
Uh-oh.
There's a group of lights floating in the air, bobbing slightly.
Dancer will hiss under his breath like a curse in Elvish, and like the sword like flies out of its scabbard.
As the lights don't react to you, in fact, the next thing that happens is that a deep voice echoes from the lights that says, "Do not despair. I am here to accept your surrender, for I am Spooky Wisp. But you can escape my wrath if you give me the shiny."
Rogar, come in here, please. Dancer's gonna close the door.
Right to the door.
Right. Dancer looks around and says,
It's glass.
There's
Yeah.
will-o-wisps out there. We need to gather everything and run."
There is nowhere to run.
The voice
What do you
drifts through
mean
the
there's...
closed door and
Been
says,
locked in here.
No, do not close the door. Do not try to escape, Spooky Wisp."
Dancer looks around. What do you mean there's no escape? He points at the door at the back.
There was a light out there, similar to what I just saw. It was surrounded.
Dancer blinks. Damn it.
Orpha's like desperately trying to concentrate while this is going on. You can't speak because you're too busy casting.
You must hold the door at all costs.
Oh.
Dancer will pick up the gem if no one did that from the doll.
I guess it's stuck in him.
Then he'll pick up the remnants of the doll and like toss it in his bag.
Sure.
Does the gem seem to be active in some way?
It looks very fancy, at least. Could
Right.
probably sell it for a pretty penny. But whether it's magical or what it is exactly, you'll have to investigate further. From the north, you hear, "Open the door for Spooky Wisp, so we
Nope.
may negotiate."
Nope. We're not opening the door for Spooky Wisp.
You are being very impolite.
You're too spooky. Go away.
It's a pause. Understandable, but I can also be angry, Wisp. You would not like that either.
We're just gonna leave, thank you.
No, do not leave.
Why not?
Because you have the shiny and I want it.
What shiny?
The shiny! You know it. You can see it.
Looks around.
Looks around the room.
The sparkly tube.
Oh. Why do you want it?
Because I want it. And I will offer answers in return. Spooky Wisp knows much.
Dancer highly doubts this.
But if we can delay it long enough to
Yeah.
know what the hell that thing is,
Yeah.
challenge him to a duel of wits or something.
I will open the door if you can answer these riddles 3.
Yeah.
Does Dancer say that?
It looks desperately over to Torfin.
Am I done yet?
Sure, you're done. The spyglass is not magic.
Alright. Is it takeable or is it too big for that?
Sizable, but it's like a one bulk item.
I'll take it.
Valuable, isn't it?
Yes, incredibly
Valuable.
valuable.
I will take it into my backpack.
I'm sure to cease my dragon sickness.
That will uncover me though, unless I put some more stuff. Hold on. If I can shift around.
Starts to sort his bags out. Let's see.
Yeah, I need to.
While Spooky Wisp is like knocking it.
Well,
No knocks other than the occasional, "Hello, are you still there?"
What? Sorry, it's hard to hear you. There's a closed door between us. He glances to Torfin.
Well, I do not hear the screams of agony, so you must have defeated the shiniest guardian, for which I will reward you if you give me the shiny.
Can Dancer just quickly peek outside the back door here? Just a little.
Wisp is a quest giver.
Oh, it's a quest giver? I don't know about that. Is there Spooky Wisps in the back door too?
You open the door just to peek. You do see that the light has resumed bobbing about the now sunk pier. Does not seem to notice you.
I could dive for the boat, and we could jump in the boat, and just row away from here.
You know, I say we just give it to him. I mean, you know,
But how valuable is it?
Thorfinn's gonna take it and then start walking out. Dancer.
He closes the door behind him. Yes.
Come here. He will dump the repair kit out of his bag to you, so you can fit this in.
Alright,
So-
sure.
Here,
Quickly stuff it down my bag.
I can't move it to you, but
Oh.
it's in my bag. Let me take it out, and Chief can move it then.
What do you want moved?
The repair kit.
I can
Otherwise,
grab
if
that
I
over.
take the thing, I'll be encumbered. Alright. Take the glass, and then I'll get to the door.
he said he would reward us. Probably he could probably pay us something.
He'll ask, "Who are you?"
I am Spooky Wisp.
You are clearly not Spooky Wisp. Who are you?
I only have that one name, and I am a Spooky Wisp. I am a wispy ghost. I want the shiny, and you have it?
Why do you want it?
Because it is shiny, and I want it.
If I have something else shiny, would you like that instead? I have shinier things.
Even shinier than the shiny? That seems unlikely to Spooky Wisp.
Well, he'll I have an idea. He will cast. So he has a vial in his pack. He'll take it out and he will cast the light cantrip on it. And then he will, open the door and leave it outside.
Alright, you open the door, place the now lit up vial just beyond.
Yeah, it's glass, so I assume it'd be like reflective and kind of nice. He put the light in it basically, if he can.
Yeah, sure. And then do you like watch and wait, or what do you do?
I'll close the door again and
Right.
see what he says, or it says.
There's a slight pause. Or the voice gets through the door again. A good attempt, but I see your magics. I too have powerful magics, far more than merely making a thing deceptively shiny. No, I want true shinies.
Can I recall knowledge for this thing? What is it?
Before you do that, Torfin rolled a nat 20 on a perception check. In those like slight moments that went that were between you putting out the like lit up vial and the answer, you heard what you are sure were like tiny footsteps. Like first
Okay.
approaching, probably the vial, and then running away.
Okay.
It's the fucking...
Thorfinn would look to Armina, and he'll mime like a shoulder charge action at the door, and he'll start counting down his fingers like 3, 2, 1, and then he's just gonna burst through the door and start running down the corridor.
Sure.
All right, you burst open both doors, or just
Yes,
Amina's?
both doors.
All right, and what Torfin briefly sees before it screeches and runs away is a small gremlin-like creature. Not a mythlet, as far as you can tell, but the same sort of genre. That for a brief moment looks at you with big eyes and then screeches and starts running away.
Oh, we're chasing it.
Got it!
I feel like Armina could catch it.
All right, let's go to initiative here.
I need to go, unfortunately.
Oh, you need to go? Okay.
Yeah, it's half, unfortunately. But maybe a good start for next session. Or if you
Sure,
guys want to continue,
we'll
I'm
stop
happy
here.
with that as well. Okay.
No, we can probably stop here, right? We'll have 2 players missing. It seems silly too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need to unfortunately go quite quick, but I will see you guys during the week. So thanks for session. Bye bye.
See ya.
Okay. Goddamn gremlins or whatever they are. They almost had me.
I like how you just accepted that Will-O-Wisp can speak now.
I mean, in this place, what do I know? It's called Spooky Wisp. I don't, that's spooky.
Yeah, but we're gonna, if it almost worked on you, then what about the other players? My reason to give this to them was to follow them to where the other shinies they've gotten was.
Fair.
Then we could have their like loot pile.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
See, we'll
They
follow them.
They probably live in this only little side passage we haven't opened.
Likely. Josh, you okay?
I apologize. Try to mute normally. Ah,
Yeah, it's not like you can do anything about being sick other
well,
than.
after I was sick, I had this cough that just persisted.
Oh, I know
Shit.
the feeling.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah.
All
Well,
right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the session. Bit of downtime, exploration with
What?
one man down.
Was this thing like 2 levels above us or 1 level?
One.
That was a nasty little thing.
2 levels above us would have been much worse.
Oh, if we encountered this at level 1, would have been dead. You'd been one shot by that spell.
Absolutely. Every turn.
Yeah, just wrecked.
I think it also didn't help that you basically split the party and started in an awful position.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
the
being creative and scouting ahead doesn't work.
second time Torfin has started in an awful position.
Being creative can definitely help, but scouting ahead is. I mean, what's his stealth even? +4 untrained. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Tried to
Perhaps
tell.
this was a learning experience.
I tried to say we're out of rope. It didn't help. Maybe I should have pulled him back. Anyway, it is late, and I shall be off as well. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you next week on Abomination Vaults 4
The sequel.
sequel, The Revenge, and hopefully full party.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.